Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Just Enough Heshy Show.
We had technical difficulties, it looks like.
Well, it wasn't because it was a good song. If it was a bad song, it'd be considered technical
I didn't
difficulties.
like that song at all.
It's just you.
Okay.
So yes, let me introduce my co-hosts, Neil, everyone's voice of reason, and then of course our host, Uncle Heshy, the Just Enough Heshy Show. Yeah, wearing his big white hat.
That's right. No, I am Texas Uncle Heshy. What?
I thought cowboy.
Cowboy. Yes. My great uncle, Clint Eastwood Tischler. Go ahead, Esty. And our beautiful Esty, who is just wearing an old ribbon in the hair tonight.
I don't have that many. This is a black one. It matches my dress.
I like it, Neil. You have a problem with that?
Yeah, I got a problem with it. I got a problem with it, but I'm not supposed to be talking.
No, that's fine. No, that's it. It's fine. I'm going to switch the bows.
Anyways, everybody, welcome to our show. Another night. I don't know what that technical difficulties about Encore presentation. I'm sure you're all happy that we're finished with the Encores and we're back for another wonderful season. Anyways, I'm going to start with my quote, and I know Neil is going to love this one.
Oh, yeah.
And here we go. Liberty. This is freedom. Liberty. It's not just freedom of country or whatever. I'm talking liberty of a person.
Just like Lezeicha Nishmas.
Okay. Stop with your little Jewish thing. Listen to me. What light is to the eyes. What air is to the lungs. What love is to the heart. Liberty is to the soul of the man. And what this means is that we need to be free inside. We don't need to be persecuted, tortured, chased down by cops and running away. And Neil, that was the story with the other day when the cop shot the guy. The cop pulled him over for a stupid traffic thing, started giving him a hard time. The guy got out of the car and said, screw this, I'm tired of this, and ran away.
No, I think there were two stories.
There were two. There was another story also where the guy shot him with the gun, and then he set up the taser.
Right.
But really now what I understand is that he used the wrong gun by mistake.
Yeah, like they say, how do you make such a mistake?
What do you mean?
It feels different. It weighs different. You shoot it different.
He was 73 years old.
Who?
The cop. He was undercover, and he made a mistake.
I think he just wanted a power-hungry, stupid cop.
Right, that I agree, but there should also be a retirement age that after 60 years old, 62, you can't be a police officer.
Yeah,
they need you to work longer. Don't you know what's going on with Social Security and stuff?
It doesn't make a difference.
We need the people
not be holding
working.
a
So
gun.
I have a question for you. I need you to.
How come they let you, I don't want to say whose mother or whatever, drive until, even now, they legally let them drive, right?
I got you, but
95, 97 years old.
Can I ask you a question? There's so many people that working in a warehouse. Now, if you're 85 years old, can you work in a warehouse? Carrying boxes?
Who's your boss?
I'm the boss.
You couldn't make it past 50 years old.
That would be being the boss. That's the fixing computer. Anyways, everybody, we are going to be discussing many different issues tonight. And if you have any opinions to say, please call us at 718-303-9090. Esty, what show were they listening to tonight?
The Just Enough Heshy Show.
Wow, it's a great show, by the way. You know, we had a lot of last night. We doubled our viewership on YouTube in one shot.
Great percentages.
People are back. People are back. Over 1,000 views, my friend, in one shot. Usually we have a couple hundred, and then they start dribbling in. But yesterday, I'm very proud of that. Keep watching us. Now, Esty, how do they reach us? What is this show about?
The show is about absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
No, it's not about
He
nothing.
asked me from the ad.
It's completely random.
It's not random. It's not. Neil, she doesn't know what the show is about.
No, we talk. It's about the people. We talk about different things that are upsetting
and we're
us.
trying to help people. And do you like my hat, by the way?
I do like your hat.
Thank you very much.
All you need is a lasso and you're set.
I got you. But my question to you is, Esty,
Okay.
So what is...
Thank you very, very
much. I don't know. He's on the phone.
Okay,
Neil is on the phone.
you.
They're all listening to you, Neil.
Good night.
Anyways, our voice... Esty, who's paying for the show?
Let's see. We have Mikey.
See, that's all you care about anyway. So you don't make like, oh, you took a phone call. This was an emergency phone call.
What was the emergency
It
phone call
was saving lives. Saving lives.
Tell us what this emergency call is about.
That's private
You want to know the truth?
Yes.
I wasn't sure if I closed my fire for I was cooking hot water for a coffee.
God.
You see, I didn't end up with a coffee, right? I went to Dunkin' Donuts. You
Right,
see right here,
right,
right?
right.
You see, everybody, you can see. Look, yeah, YouTube, it's a Dunkin' Donuts.
Hello, everybody. But look
Okay,
at
no
that.
commission paid, but you can see that it says Dunkin' on
We
it.
should get them as an
So I
advertising. Go ahead.
called my super and I asked them to please go in and check for me.
He has a key to your apartment.
Sure,
He has a key to everybody's apartment.
sure.
That's illegal.
Okay. No, I'm saying, like, but I'm not a lawyer.
I don't want him in my place without permission.
No, normally they would have to request permission,
Okay.
but in emergencies they're allowed to
Very
go
cool. So, Esty,
Yeah.
Who's paying for the show?
in. And I
tonight?
thank him for it.
Who's pay-
This Mikey we keep speaking of, with the Black Label e-cigarettes, you can get your Black Label electronic cigarettes at blpremiumesig.com.
Mikey, I love you. Go ahead.
Yeah,
What do
you
say,
can
we
call
have
them
pizza?
We have pizza.
yes, anyways, you can call Mikey at 561-239-5941.
Talk about
So we have Yassi Lefkowitz, personal trainer, located on 16th and 48th. The number there to him is 347-816-5207. We have Green Line Building Solutions. They do asbestos and lead inspections, DOB, violations and permits and plans, code compliance, preventative maintenance, HPD, lift stop work orders, and free consultation. They get you to the end, what you need to do, they get you
So,
there.
Green Line is the most important. Is the
I
best.
just explained everything I can about Green Line, and it's not obvious to keep explaining.
I gotta keep explaining. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because Penny's not too happy with you the way you talk about the Green Line. He wants you to talk more on how he loves his job and how he helps the people get to the. He
Isn't
actually.
that ridiculous?
Why?
I'm gonna
Why?
write a
I
speech.
have to know he loves his job.
We don't. We have to know
He
that.
loves his job. So how come he's always running out somewhere?
Stop it, Penny's.
I have to
stop-
take care of this. I have to take care of
Just
this.
like
My
you-
wife told me.
Stop complaining about Penny. He's a good boy. Anyways, anyways.
Penny, where are you now? Where are you?
Anyways, we are being sponsored tonight for pizza by one of our people. Which one? Who is it?
Quick Aid.
Quick Aid. Yeah, they delivered us. Finally, somebody sent us
Quick
food. Thank
Aid.
God. You guys always send us food.
I must have, last time that I was in there, I must have looked thin to him. I don't know why he would send us food.
Neil, I want to ask you a question.
They are great people. Just great.
I'm with you on the minimum wage thing. Okay, the $10.
Let me explain what you know if you're with me or not.
Because
My with me is that
everybody-
state by state, you can have a separate minimum wage. Because for me to live in Oklahoma is one thing. For me to, in other words, rent in Oklahoma, you can get $600 a 2-bedroom apartment, no problem, whatever it is. In New York, you can't get nothing for less than what, $1,500, $2,000.
Okay.
No, that's the
Okay, I
truth.
got you.
Listen.
Yeah, but the flip side of that is if, let's say, they made it more, let's say if you're in Oklahoma, you get more money than New York, it might be an incentive for you to move there. So that would be
And people don't want people to move out of the cities.
out of New York. They
For
don't want to
sure
make more
not.
space. They like that we live like rats.
Yeah.
Who are these people that say, "Hey, yeah, that's good. Bring more
Yeah,
people. Let's
yeah,
stuff it
they
in
love
here."
it.
No, they
They
don't.
love it. That's
Oh.
why they do allow all this building to go on.
But
These
still,
are taxpayers,
but if
baby.
they can get like half of them to move to Oklahoma, we'd be better off.
I didn't say whether we'd
My
be better
point
off
is,
or
I'm
not.
not- I'm not
We're
into-
talking realistically.
I'm not-
Is the
and you know-
government interested in moving people?
But
No.
Neil, I'm not interested.
No, but I'm just saying if you give money to live in New York, people are gonna move to New York because you get paid more. Like that's crazy. We don't
Not
want
if
that.
they understand that it goes all towards their rent.
Right. Okay.
It's not hard to calculate.
Anyways, I don't care about other cities.
I
My
know you don't
city-
care about anything.
I do care.
Yeah,
wanna
let me
care
hear what
about-
you care about.
My care in New York City is
Oh, you
what?
took off the cowboy hat now?
I did
Now
take
it's
out
no
the
more
No,
cowboy.
because you're making fun of me.
No, because you think you're a cowboy. Like,
I'm not a
hey,
cowboy.
I'm the boss.
I
I'm the
think
boss.
I
I don't
know.
need a gun. No, I'll shoot you with my brains.
Oh, I'm a 10-year-old boy. I'm gonna be a cowboy when I grow up.
Is Esty making? Did Esty just make fun of me?
Uh,
Esty, do I have to call you that special word?
Oh,
Is it
God.
special?
Curva.
It's
By the
definitely
way,
it's definitely not special.
by the way, Club Curva is getting very close.
Very close.
Very close.
Very close.
And you all, I want you to know.
I think you got half the
Just think
permits
about
already.
this.
I get all
Think
my.
about this. The great man who
Wait,
does so much charity, he wants people to help and gives those quotes. What
Yeah.
does he want to do? What's his life goal? Let's make a club that desecrates women.
No,
Like,
not that's a great.
No,
right.
No,
he's
no.
gonna put him on a pedestal. No.
Pedestal. I am going to make.
I'm sure.
I'm going to
I'm
make.
sure.
My goal is to have women finally be equal with men.
Right.
You would never allow that. Oh, wait! I saw it on my fridge.
Wow,
hold on.
this
I
is
saw-
unbelievable.
French fries too.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
go ahead, give it to us.
Hold on. I saw it on my fridge. A woman who wants to be a man lacks ambition.
Oh God.
We
Anyways,
can be better.
That's great. That's a great line.
Guys, so I want to tell you about the
Anyway,
$15
you just
an hour.
know when I tell you quick aid, you know what I'm talking
Right,
about.
everybody.
That's all.
I like Quick Aid, especially tonight with that
Okay.
pizza. This looks great. This
No,
pizza.
but forget his pizza even. You know, that was just nonsense. But the truth is, the guy's really, really good.
I know.
He really is, and he's fast. I mean, he's just a good man.
You know, I was down in Florida, and the pharmacies down there. You know, they have special, like, you can even go to like one of their people behind the counter if your kid is sick and they check out your
Right,
kid
right.
for you. That is a cool thing. I
Right.
never saw that before.
Yeah, like some of them give flu shots
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whatever.
but you have the
that's
flu
all they're
shots over
good
here.
for. But
I
that's all they're good for, because as far as medication, this, that, they're very expensive.
Right,
They
right,
really are.
right.
They really are, you know?
Anyways,
Go ahead.
so I want to, before we switch the topic, I'm telling you now that I agree with the $10, $11 an hour minimum wage, but pushing it to $15 is a problem now.
It's okay. Soon $100 will be like you
Just
can buy an
understand
orange.
that their buying power did not go up for, what is it, 20 years already
Yeah,
at
but
least?
a guy who comes.
Think about
Okay.
it. For 20 years of you made the same money you did 20 years ago.
Right.
Per hour.
Correct.
You would hang yourself.
I got you. But if you're paying somebody $15 an hour, for example, to
So the other guy might want $20. You're right.
Right.
You're right.
You have to
Everything
have-
goes
there's
up
this- I
all
got you.
around.
It's all downhill from here.
Minimum wage means even for a job that is nothing, that you have to pay him the same amount as a guy sitting running your office.
No, it's not the same thing.
Sure it is.
No, minimum wage is for anything you want me to do for you. There's a minimum amount. The up amount, you'll figure it out.
I got
But there's a minimum. In other words,
So
you're
the-
not going to tell me to go sweep your floors and clean your walls and this and that and say, no, I'm giving you $9.80 an hour and that's it. No. If I'm working my 40-hour week, I have to be able to make a living. I have to be able to pay my bills. You want me to go rob? Or you want me to what? Go on to more government programs?
So you're talking that the
you want to
minimum-
pay it through the back
So you're
end
talking
on
the minimum,
taxes?
so a minimum wage person working 5 days a week at $120 a day. Remember that? 5 days.
8 hours a day.
8 hours a day is $120 a day at $600 a week. So basically, you're saying that's a fair amount of somebody to make $600
Now
a week.
$600 a week. Take off taxes, Social Security, and whatever. What are they really left with? Come
Okay,
on,
you're right.
come on.
But now he's working overtime, time and a half.
Yeah, that's why there's no such thing anymore. People rather hire the people part timers, have more part
But then you
timers.
have to have
Because
more
then they don't
training,
have to
more-
do the health care. They don't have to do this. They don't have to do that. There's no overtime. You know, it's great.
Okay.
Part time is.
So I'm willing to switch my opinion and go with $15 an hour to be minimum wage.
I'm willing to tell you that I don't know what the numbers should be, but I know whatever it is now, it's not good enough.
right. The
That's
$7,
it.
$8.
This is
I
bull.
agree. I always
What
said
is it now? Eight
I
and a
think
quarter?
it's $7.75 or $8.25. I agree that it should be $10, $11 minimum wage to start, and then you, of course, have class and you pay your guys more money. You know, I had one of my workers come over to me today and say, "Listen, Ash, you promised me a raise," and I discussed his raise with him, and I gave him a $2 hour raise, and then I said, in 3 or 4 months, you come back to me and things are going better, I will give you a raise. He came over to me and I went over to him. I said, "Well, you know, the economy is a problem." He said, "Stop the crap and just give me my raise." And I agreed with him, and I gave him another $2 an hour like I promised him. But you can break it down on how you want to give somebody raises. But you're right, the minimum number should be, I always felt $10, $11 starting. And
Yeah,
I
the
never
truth is-
and I
but
never
if you felt that way 5 years ago,
Yes, yeah.
so today it should be more even. See, that's my
True.
point. You're not even thinking it through.
Oh,
If 5-10 years ago you believed the same thing, and you did,
Yes.
so that means today for sure it's $15 already.
Well, I don't believe that a Coca-Cola should still be worth, just because 5 years ago it was $1, it should be $3 today.
But what is it really today? Go into a 7-Eleven or a bodega or what? $1.75
No,
already?
do you know
The bottles?
You know how much a Coca-Cola in Disneyland is? $2.95. A thieving bastard.
From the fountain.
No. When you go to the counter, a regular bottle that you can buy for $1.
For
It's
$1, you can pay 50 cents.
50 cents if you buy a whole bunch of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the case,
There's some
whatever.
people ripping you for them.
no,
Anyway.
you know what the thing is? Before, like, only before 18 would you get, like, an $8 an hour job. Like, I would never take a job unless it's, like, 10 or more. Unless I'm, like, underage and it's sort of like, oh, you're not supposed to work really. You're supposed to, like, a babysitter or something like that. Otherwise, less than 10, I never accepted a job like that.
Okay. Anyways,
No.
next.
What
We're
do you
done
mean
with
next?
We're
We're
done with
going?
it.
We're
I'm done.
done?
I'm done. I'm
That's
done.
it. We solved the world's problems.
Everybody
already,
should weigh
right
in.
now.
I agree. You should weigh in. Tell us what you feel the minimum wage is, and so on. Now, Esty, you remember I told you that we're going to start something called the trivia of the question of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a great question that you people are never going to know. Today is the anniversary of 150 years. I used to like this guy. Now I think he's a murderer. I was reading all about him as I was driving through all the hillbilly towns, and I was wearing my cap. You know what I mean? My white hat. You see, I'm a good guy. A guy who wears a black hat is a bad guy. So everybody pay attention. I'm
In
wearing my
Heshy's
white.
little world of
and
right
my-
and wrong.
I am one of the white cowboy hats gladiators. I'm one of the good guys. Okay. Anyways, so as I was driving
Yeah, you
through
ever heard
these
of the
towns,
good guys building like certain types of clubs that are less than appropriate?
One minute,
Yeah.
one minute. There's nothing wrong with the club. I have no
Just
idea
the
what's
name.
wrong. The name of the. So you have a better name for my club?
Like any name except that one.
I don't know. I see people have no problem with it. Anyways, as I was driving through these little hillbilly towns, I was reading about the Civil War a lot, and I'm really, really understanding it a lot more. So this Lincoln guy, our president, the 16th president, he actually was stupid. He let 100,000 people get murdered and killed in a stupid war that we could have figured out a political way. Look at our great Obama president. He made peace with Cuba. He took them off
Are
the
you out of your? Oh, please.
Okay,
Yes, the
look
answer
at
to your
Obama.
question is yes.
Without lifting a finger, nobody died, and Lincoln killed
Why don't
100,000,
you tell us about Obama's peace with Iran also?
and nobody died.
Right, nobody died.
Isn't
And
that
look
cool?
at Iraq. Look how well he finished that off.
Nobody died. A few people.
Nobody died. The place is not upside down. Oh, Yemen? Who, Libya? No, I'm not sure which countries you mean. The Sudan?
Anyways, what's my trivia question of the day? And somebody will win a $10 gift certificate to any place they want that I will make sure that they get it. Not anywhere they want. Somewhere nice like
So it's not
Wherever
nice.
they want.
Wherever they want?
We're not a control freak
okay,
people
fine,
here.
fine. Anyways, here's the question of the day. What was the profession of Abraham Lincoln's assassinator, John Wilkes Booth? I bet you don't know the answer, Esty.
Yeah, I don't think I even know the name. No.
You don't know, Esty?
What?
You don't know the answer to the question?
No, I'm not a history buff. This is not my forte.
It's your president of the country where you were born.
Yeah, but politics were never like a specific interest for me. It was more leading towards psychology. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like people are like, oh, you don't know this topic? You're so like not educated. You know, I'm educated in other areas. This is
I
not
thought
really.
he was an actor or something.
You're not supposed to give away the answer, dumbbell.
I
Okay,
said
so
it
what are you
twice.
having a conversation with me on the side for?
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's
okay.
true?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you said he couldn't guess it. Apparently, he
Okay,
could.
okay, everybody. We lost the trivia question of
Come
the
on,
day.
come up with another one.
I do have another one. We'll figure
So
that
yes,
one later
yeah.
out.
Okay,
This is the
give us
Justin-
a few minutes.
This is the Justin F. Heshy Show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. You can get us on Facebook, like our page, Justin F. Heshy. You can also do hashtag Justin F. Heshy. If you'd like to advertise with us or just shoot us an email, you can email us at justinfheshy@gmail.com. Or you can call in at 718-303-9090. Oh, and we're live on YouTube if you want to.
We are. And you did the hashtag thing.
Yes.
Okay, good.
See, he doesn't listen.
He doesn't listen.
No, as long as it's not his voice, he doesn't care.
You guys.
He
are-
laughs because he knows it's true.
He
It's not
knows
true.
it's true.
No, it's not true.
Then why are you blushing?
I never
No,
blush.
you stand.
That's my. I am
That's your
tan.
tan.
That's
I'm
right.
sure.
I did get a great tan, by the way.
You always get a
I
great
did,
thing.
and I don't use any lotion or oils or nothing.
I know.
But I did
But
have.
you get burnt.
I
then.
did. I did.
know
No,
you-
I never burned.
sometimes you
And
get
only
burnt.
once. What happened was, I was in Rio de Janeiro right before I got married, and I went on a group, and I didn't do anything wrong. But anyways, I went to Rio de Janeiro for Carnival, and I told all the people in my group, I said, "Listen, guys, between 11 and 1, do not go into the sun. Do not look. It says it in the brochure." So for 3 days, I'm running and I'm preparing food for them, and I'm making sure that everybody has a place to eat. Remember, I have to ship in kosher food. I had a whole bunch of problems. I had to get people places to go, and I'm running around. And finally, it's the last day, and I get 2 hours off, and I want to get colored, and I know that I don't burn. So what I did was, there was 2 guys, there were single guys with me. I said, "Guys, come with me. Let's get a quick tan at the beach. And it's right now between 11 and 1. Let's go." And they made fun of me. They said, "You said not to go." I said, "Yeah, it's stupid." And we go to the beach in the middle of the day, 11 and 1, and the beach is dead. I said, "Wow, I got a great spot." I go to the front over there and I lay down. I promise you, it wasn't even a half an hour. Something was wrong. And we start to burn, and I'm really getting sick. I said, "Guys, I gotta go." And the other 2 guys, I'm looking at my nip. He's pure red. The other one is actually shaking. We walked to the room and we were shaking.
How hot does it get there?
It's not hot. The sun killed us. I'm laying in bed. I lay down in my room. I couldn't move. I actually had sun poisoning and sunburn. I never did this before. And the maid comes to clean the room, and I'm shaking. She says, "No, what did you do?" I said, "I was in the sun. You can't go in the sun." So she got me some lotion and melted me down, and I felt a little better. And that night, I just got on a plane. And I said, "I'm going home, man." A 9-hour flight. I actually could have died, I was told. So yes, you got to listen to your travel agents when he says not to go between 11 and 1. Not be a dumber like me, but otherwise I don't use lotion.
But
Who's
wait,
that,
did you
like
get burnt?
Priceline? .com?
No, you can get your information on anywhere, you know.
And I'm saying that's
Wait,
your
but did you
travel
get
agent?
burnt?
No. You go to travel agents today. I know are stupid because you guys think, "Oh, I can go online and buy a cheap ticket."
Right, but you can't.
You could, but
Everybody's stupid.
the point is, you need somebody knowledgeable of the town and the thing to give you little guides to go with certain places. For example, I know a lot of people go to Israel. Yeah, I know all over the place. You need somebody to drive you around like me. When I used to be a travel agent many years ago, I used to drive people across the border. I used to drive people into no man's land and make fun.
That type of travel
I used to
agent.
stop off in different towns, like even Arab towns in Israel, and make friends with the locals. And I was able to make. If I was president, I would have peace already in Palestine.
Hey,
Big
if you were
talker.
president, you would have exactly the peace we have, like with Iran.
If you were president, I'd be.
You can have your centrifuges. You can have this.
No,
you can have that.
No,
you can
if
have
I
that.
would have peace
The
with
only
Iran,
thing we want is you should say we're at peace.
I would have the president of Iran sitting with me at 2nd Avenue Deli, eating a hot dog and some coleslaw.
No, it has to be halal.
Okay, I'll get some halal place, and we'd sit down and have a nice schmooze and have a good laugh and go out for a drink.
If Heshy was president, I'd be a green monster.
Anyways, I don't believe anybody. That's why we need Operation Clean Sweep. We need a whole new group of people. You never mention Operation Clean Sweep.
Like it's my issue now. I'm supporting you on this whole topic, but like I can't really implement it.
So here is something that I am getting upset about. The city is clamping down on. You ever heard of this BMB thing? The city is clamping down on illegal sublet slumlords who has recently caught stuffing more than 20 mattresses in a pair of 2-bedroom Manhattan apartments and charging for each guest $35 a night. A former club promoter, I like this guy, and banker David Jaffe, 31, represents the worst and short-term rental hosts and the websites on BNB. My question to you is people are so desperate to find places to sleep and there's nowhere to go for $35 a night. I think it's not a bad
And
thing.
wait, so for other people it's legal, but for him it's not? What?
No, because in a 2-bedroom apartment means you can only have 2 beds per room and one family.
Some places have 4 beds. Like
4
who
beds.
makes the standard?
It's if you have a 1-family dwelling, it means it's 1 family. Even if I have 6 children or 9 children, but you can't have overstuff. For example, you won't be able to get out during a fire.
Yeah, you can't run a hotel, whatever.
Right. If you're running a hotel, you have to have different qualifications.
I don't think they should bother with this.
Well, they do. They do.
Yeah, I think they should.
No.
Can you imagine if you lived in a building It was nice and quiet, and all of a sudden, 3 of the apartments now have 60 people in there.
He's not joking.
No.
There was a
right. If the neighbors complain is one thing, but if they don't, who cares?
No, there was a landlord in the Bronx who took an apartment and he made it into little hotels, and they made block off walls, and the people on the other side couldn't get to the fire escape.
Right.
And the landlord is now accused of murder because they couldn't get to the fire escape. He didn't do anything wrong. Just the people.
He did something stupid. Because if he would have known, he wouldn't have done it.
Ignorance of the law.
Right.
And the prosecutors have nothing better what to do with themselves.
Right.
The same way I was reading the story today about this taxi driver killed a little boy by mistake. He made a left turn and he ran over the kid. So what did they do? The law states.
No, but the kid had the right of way.
The kid had a big deal. So the guy, you never cut a red light. You never stop short.
Stop short.
I was driving my car in the rain.
That's George's parents.
I want you to know most of these police officers pull you up, ticket you. I was driving my car. It was raining. I was going a little bit quicker than supposedly, and I tried to stop, and the car went through a little bit of the light, and then I had to keep going because I shouldn't stop an intersection. He comes over to me, pulls me over, driver's license, registration. He looks at me. There was nothing I can say. I was dead. I did wrong. There was nothing I could say. And Heshy could try to talk his way out of a lot of things, but this was he was sitting right there. He saw me go through. He walks over to the car with a smile, license, registration. He says, "You went through a red light." I said, "Yeah, you saw me. I was right here." He says, "What happened?" I said, "Nothing happened. I couldn't stop." He says, "It was slippery." I said, "Yeah." He says, "Okay, don't do it again. Be careful." Gave me my license. I drove away. I sat there in shock. In shock.
That he was humane to you.
He was not humane. He understood humanity. Please, officers, understand.
Wait, don't they have a quota though?
I don't know. This guy was a normal guy.
It seems for tickets, they're very easy to get the quota. Like they can spend a half hour and like bang it right out, and they're done for the day.
Right.
You know, they're like sanitation men. 3 hours you work picking it up, then you wait online to dump it for 3 hours.
Okay.
That's the way government works.
That's the way government goes. Now
what do we got? But what about that, what he's doing to the little people again, de Blasio?
Right.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
De Blasio, well, first of all, the whole Democratic Party is upset with de Blasio. He's not backing Clinton. Which I agree with him.
I agree with him too. If I was him, I wouldn't back her either yet.
No, because not that he didn't back.
He's playing a game.
No, she screwed him. Why should I be nice to her?
No, he's playing a game.
What's the game?
The game is as follows: if I do not endorse Hillary now, and he has a very leftist agenda. He's way more left than Hillary.
like him. I like de Blasio. I do like him.
Why do you like him?
Because
he didn't tax you yet? Wait till I tell you what he's doing.
Go ahead. Tell me what he's doing.
But I'm in the middle of telling you about Hillary, so I can stop and tell you what he's doing.
No, go ahead,
then you won't look so favorably.
Hello, please call in 303-9090.
Oh, that's the number here? What is it? 303. What area code?
718.
I don't know. Brooklyn. I don't know. Okay, 718-303.
I'm looking into the camera. Neil is being funny, trying to be sarcastic right now, everybody. So everybody give Neil.
Okay, give Neil. Okay, like a monkey. Come on, clap your hands like monkeys.
Esty agrees. Esty, you got to be more into this. Be on my side.
No.
I'm totally on your side.
You are?
You are, for sure.
You see, I was just going to say, I'm not going to say.
How about I don't take sides? I feel better about that.
Right.
I don't like confrontation too much.
It's nice. It's good to live without
I'll give you some, I'll give him some, we'll split it evenly a little bit.
Okay, Esty, thank you. Be quiet. Next.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
I'm taking Neil's side completely.
I'm taking de Blasio on this.
Go ahead.
They give out, I forget the number, let's use like a couple 100,000 tickets a year for loitering and things of that nature. Very small. I heard
they give out just 770,000 violation tickets a year. So go ahead.
Okay, but you're getting what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
They're giving out misdemeanor tickets, And if you don't show up now, they want to make a thing. If you don't show up for your hearing or whatever, they're going to arrest you and put you in jail for it.
And they fine you $5,000.
And this is normal to you, right? That I flipped a piece of garbage. I got a ticket. and I didn't answer the response to court, you're going to now throw me in jail until a judge can get around to see me and can post bail.
Right, it's stupid.
I
Then
mean,
agree.
it's more than
But that's
ridiculous.
not De Blasio. It was
But
before
yes.
De Blasio. That was your boy, the pig.
Bloomberg.
I love you.
Bloomberg did
you
what?
You are great, Hesky.
Did
Bloomberg
what?
started these criminal violations, misdemeanor criminal violations. That if you
No,
have
that's because he was following the Ed Koch broken window
not
rule.
broken window rule. A guy's using a generator in the house without a permit.
Oh.
So they give you excuse me. The guy was working in the house. There's no electricity yet, so he took a generator that he rented legally. So he plugged it in and he's using a little gas. So they come, where's your permit? You know what? Not only am I going to give you a violation, I'm going to give you a criminal ticket. Now, if you don't come to court, there's a $5,000 penalty and a warrant for your arrest.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? I need people playing around with gasoline and their construction site without any care, without any oversight, without any supervision.
Hold on, do you ever carry gasoline in one of those little carry things to fill up your car with?
Oh, not since I've been a teenager.
Okay,
and I used to run out of gas when I ran around the corner.
And there was a gas crisis. Everybody was filling up those little cans.
I couldn't fill it up.
I did.
I couldn't afford to fill it up.
So that's
prison made for everyone.
It is.
It really
I told you yesterday.
Anybody can get arrested.
Find
me a person who you can't get.
No. The prosecutors have a game.
3 federal offenses.
3 felonies could be found on anybody, even a ham sandwich. See, we don't care about our fellow people. I keep preaching love.
No, you're the one who says you only care about New York.
No.
Look at you. I'm not letting you. Today you're not all suited up. Right. I don't know why.
Because you made fun of me. I wanted to wear my gray suit today.
Oh, you with
No, always wear a suit.
I was going to wear a suit today, and I was going to put on, you know what, to freak Neil out, pink socks.
Nice.
And when I saw
you're the one freaked out by that. You're freaking yourself out.
Right. And then I said to myself, I am not on drugs yet to do that. For sure, I'm never going to do it. Then I was sitting in my office and I was talking to this young man who was one of the guys who's an architect. And I'm looking at him and I see that he's wearing an earring in his left ear. And I said to him, hey, Jose, you know, you're
left
gay.
is good.
Right? I said, you're gay. He says, no, only the right ear. I said, but what happens if somebody wears it in both ears? He says, oh, that's not gay. I said, but then right is still gay. He says, it could be considered funny, but the right. I said, then why are you wearing an earring? A man doesn't wear an earring. I understand a woman, but not a man.
Yep, that's what you were taught since you're a little kid, and you can't change your views because you don't know any other way.
So he explained to me, I'm starting to understand that his father, who he loved very much, wore an earring. And as a symbol, when the man died, he took this earring and put it in his ear for his remembrance. So I said, why don't you get a tattoo if he has a tattoo? He says, well, tattoos are signs. Permanent. For example, if somebody has a sign of a tattoo by the eye, what does that symbolize?
Oh, that'd be cool. I'm going to get that.
No, it means you killed somebody.
Oh.
And the more tears you have, the more people. I said, if the cop sees you have a tattoo by your eye, he has evidence you're a murderer. He said, yeah. I mean, this is stupid stuff, you people. So I said, what happens if I have a butterfly like ST on my ankle? What does that mean? He says,
I had a butterfly on my ankle?
He says you're stupid.
Just like that.
And who is this guy that we should take
care that he's saying?
Who he is, what he says.
I like the guy. And
so you like the guy. So if he says something stupid, it must mean that is true.
Not true, but he was explaining to me, and it
made
means sense.
It's stupidly true.
Wow, you're terrible. Oh, by the way, I got a text message from the Emerald Island guy.
Yeah.
Stop texting me. He's the guy who threw me off the Emerald Island thing. That guy.
That guy.
I said, I don't text you. You're on my list. I don't know where on the list to take you off. And you are just, it's like one of these, what's it called again? You know, when you get these emails.
Yeah, by the way, I actually blocked you.
You blocked me.
What? It kept ringing.
You could.
Right. His phone is always
You blocked
ringing.
my WhatsApp.
You're a Corv. I told you 3 times. Stop sending me stuff.
Like 3:30 in the morning.
Did you see the word she just called me? She used the word Corva like it's an open free word.
That's okay because you love it so much that to put it on you looks beautiful. Anybody else? No.
I love you,
Wow.
Esty. You are wonderful.
That was
He
not
is
a compliment.
King Corva.
I am King Corva, and if you have agreement to that, call my show, 718-303-92. Esty, who's paying for the show?
9090.
Esty, who's paying for the show?
Let's see. We have the Black Label electronic
By the way,
cigarettes.
we have to talk about this Quick Right Pharmacy who
Quick
sent
Aid.
us the
Quick Aid.
I'm sorry. I love you, Quick Aid. Thank you, boys.
Stop it.
Okay.
Send over a slice.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no problem. Go ahead, Esty. Let Neil eat while you...
So yeah, we have the Black Label electronic cigarettes. You can go to
Let's see how it is.
blpremiumesig.com or call Mikey at 561-239-5941.
Mikey, I love you.
Yo, Mikey.
If you'd like a personal trainer, Yossi Lefkowitz is your guy with tons of certificates and random
Oh,
machines I
Yossi,
can't name.
I'm not eating the pizza. I was just tasting it, Yossi. I know I'm not allowed to eat it.
He's located on 16th and 48th. You can call him at 347-816-5207. There's Green Line Building Solutions, asbestos and lead inspection, DOB, violation permits and plans, code compliance, preventative maintenance, lift stop work orders, HPD, and free consultation. They care about you. They're going to get you to the finish line, and they're emotional and lovey-dovey or something like that. Is it enough said?
You're a good girl. Now, I have a question for you, Neil. I am a good father. Well, when my son lives...
Well, he says so.
I am.
I'm not saying that you're not. I'm saying you're saying it like it's a fact. Maybe.
So I was careful raising my boys. I sat down and told them that if anybody touches you or things you tell your daddy or anybody will punish them. Please don't walk on. Please don't cross it. Don't cross in between. Cross at the green, and don't walk on a red light. I explained a whole bunch of different things.
You know something? My parents used to say, if you put your hand out the window, a truck's going to come knock it off. So I used to be always afraid to put my hand out the window.
I agree.
And then,
my son on the way back from Florida put his hand out the window. I said, a car can knock off your hand. Are you crazy?
Right. So they told me this as a kid. When I grew up, like last year, I realized, hey, I can, I used to think that you put your hand out the window, that's it, it's over. Now I'm like, wait, I can put my hand out there and nothing's going to happen. Like, it just dawned on me last year.
Right, but something can happen.
Right. So let me
Chances of your hand out the window, truck's not going to knock it off.
So I will. A boy,
my God.
13-year-old, was killed by a shark in the Indian Ocean. A 13-year-old boy was killed while surfing off the coast of the island of Reunion in the Indian Ocean. I never heard of this island. Officials say it happened Monday morning while Elo Canestri was in the water with 7 other surfers when a shark bit him in the stomach and dragged him into the water as he prepared to mount a wave. Now, the Daily Mail also reported that the teen who's considered a surfing champion was bodyboarding 50 feet out in the area to swimmers due to high risk of sharks. Now, I don't understand you people. You people know that there are sharks in the water, and you're gonna let your kid go swimming.
It's an adrenaline surfer
what do you mean
thing,
adrenaline?
probably.
The kid's 13 years old. I put him over my knee. I take my belt and I beat the hell out of him until he stops thinking about the surfing.
Well, didn't you say he was a professional?
Doesn't make a difference.
He's terrible. He's so bad. His
My
kids
son-
must have been abused.
No, my son is a great driver. On the way home, he's driving 80 miles an hour. I said, it's against the law. He's supposed to only go 70. No, I know how to control the car. I said, you're crazy. It's against the law. You can kill us. You have 5 of us. Be responsible. He's still flying and he goes 82 miles an hour and laughs at me and goes over the limit. But it's wrong. And as your father, we have to
And that's what bothered him, that he laughed at him. Finished.
Not that he
The
laughed
rest, he couldn't give a
And
crap.
he's a great, no, I did give a crap. I just didn't want him to break the law when it's not necessary. You know what I mean?
But it's okay to break it when it is necessary.
You know, by the way, I got a speeding ticket.
Oh,
I got a speeding ticket on Coney Island Avenue for going 32 miles an hour in a 25-mile zone. You know how I got the ticket? Through the camera.
Oh, wow. Losers.
I swear.
You got to take the
it's not
side
possible.
streets, man.
It's how do you take the? It's not possible. They got me on a camera.
They're going to get everyone. They're going to get everyone.
And they're not even calibrated correctly. They don't even know if I was really speeding, if I was not.
Right, maybe you were just running along with another car. You know?
God.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? You never stick up for me. Go jump in the lake.
I never stick up for
Never.
you. I always
Never
stick up for you. I say what a great man you are. Yes, boss. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't do half of what you can do.
Oh, wow. You are.
Listen, did you see that today at about 4:30 they closed part of the Brooklyn Bridge because
Somebody
they were
told me.
protesting?
What?
What were they protesting?
Every day it's different.
Oh, I don't even know what the hell.
Whoever
they were
cares, right?
protesting, You know, but it's just where's the law and order? Where's de Blasio? During rush hour, you're going to let them close off a Brooklyn Bridge?
He gave them a permit.
He didn't give him a permit, but he didn't arrest anyone.
Thank God.
Yeah, we
I'm
don't need more
tired. I'm
arrests.
tired of arrests,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Stop torturing
So
them.
let everybody do what they want, and
Not everybody.
let the cards fall where they may.
Not cards where they fall. They must have. Everybody must. If there were so many hundreds of people at this demonstration,
150 people.
So, so I mean,
You know, I was
That's how many cops they put there, probably.
How many?
I don't know. I'm asking you. Give a guess. 50 for sure, right?
Not 50.
For sure.
Why?
Wait.
That's
So I was passing by a store. It
So
sold.
what did it cost us?
Wait, I was passing by a store and they
Can
sold
you find
fur.
out what that demonstration was about today?
Okay, what's it called? They were selling fur, and there's a bunch of people like, oh, don't kill animals, whatever. I wanted to go up to them and be like, shouldn't you like worry about like pedophiles? Like, you know, like if you're gonna worry about something that's like so irrelevant. My father,
Right.
the same thing happened. He went up to the guy and he's like, what are your shoes made out of?
Okay,
Because that's fine to kill. Like,
I think you have a caller.
okay, again, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at
slow, because they think you're saying something. What show are we listening to?
the Just Enough Heshy Show.
Again, the Just Enough.
Heshy
I love it.
Show. Yeah, we're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Get us on Facebook, Twitter. We're live on YouTube. Just go to Just Enough Heshy. You can call in at 718-303-9090.
Oh, it was about.
Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
By the way, the demonstration was about police violence.
They couldn't do it then. Hello, shut up your radio.
Yeah, please call up.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, I'd like to know where Heshy was born.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York. First of all, can you shut off your radio? I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I'm a New Yorker. I'm an American. Well, I'm a world citizen. Not
You have an accent of some kind.
I have an accent because I speak a few different languages, and I like to try to implement the accent. So I have a Hasidic,
Are you Israeli?
Not Israeli. I've been to Israel over 100 times.
What is it? Are you Hungarian? Like, where's
My
your
parents? So I speak a little Hungarian. I try to do that. I speak fluent Yiddish. I
Your
speak
parents
a
are
little
Hungarian?
Hungarian. I speak, and I'm a Brooklyn boy from Bensonhurst, man.
Mm.
Why do you ask, caller?
Because you have an accent.
Well, it's a nice accent. People tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different.
Well, I think
She doesn't seem that impressed
No.
with your accent.
Where are you from, caller?
Queens.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So, anyways.
Hooray for Queens.
Well, anyways, I hope I answered your question. Anything else you want to ask me?
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Anyway, see, I see you guys make fun of my accent and my voice. Everybody,
Wait,
she likes
nobody's
it.
made fun of you about that.
Right.
You
Only
guys-
in his head. It's literally, he has a whole 10 worlds going on in
I
his
don't-
head. You know? This one's making fun of my accent.
Nobody
right
making fun of
now.
my
This
accent.
one
Nobody
is-
even knew you had an
The
accent.
feds are
I knew
listening.
I had an
Hello.
accent.
I didn't.
NSA. Hello.
You know what? You can make fun of me whatever you want.
Dude, he just gave you a free pass.
The NSA, I'm telling you for a fact, is listening to all of our calls, and they
Are they
track.
listening right now?
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of callers.
No. They track. No. They track us, and I'm telling you right now that they know everything we do. And when they're in the mood to come get us, they will come get us. Right now, you're too little for that. But if any one of us grows big, they're gonna go back
Oh,
7.
did you hear what Governor Christie came out with today?
No, what?
Wow. Okay, now we're going to find your true self. If you're really
Liberal?
a liberal or a piece of work.
Go ahead. I hate Christie, by the way.
Oh, I hate him.
I hate
now.
him so much.
I hate him now
I hated
more
him
than
always.
ever.
Go ahead.
I hate him too. I don't know who he is, but I want to
Governor
feel
of
part
New
of it.
Jersey.
You know Christie from Jersey?
Christy from Jersey. We used to be buddies. We used to go to school together. Why would I know Jerseys? Like,
Anyway,
Do you know who the president is?
yes,
Who?
Obama.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
Thank God. Go ahead.
he suggested that since Social Security has got a big issue because we don't have enough workers filling in the Ponzi scheme.
Right.
So he's suggesting it should be means tested.
What?
In other words, that even if you pay, everyone pays in,
Right.
right? That's it. Your boss pays in, you pay the employer, the employee, both 15% about it comes
Okay.
out to, right? He's saying if you make more than $80,000 a year in your retirement time, we're going to reduce how much Social Security we give you. Let's say we were giving you $1,800 a month. We'll reduce it to $1,200.
Is that because you continue to work during retirement?
No, No. If
You're
you
getting,
somehow make 80,000 a year anyway, let's say
Just
you
like
have
for-
a real estate building, you have a something,
interest on your bank account.
something, whatever, right? Right. And if you do more than 120,000, it should go down to 0.
Wow, he's a sick man.
Because he says that, that means you have so much money that it throws you off income of 120 grand. Why do you need this few dollars?
I always
for?
hated, and he wants to.
And this is people put in the money, Social
Right.
Security. It's not, you're not.
Well, the money you're putting in is not really for yourself; it's for the people from the
No,
past.
but it's really for ourselves.
Right.
That's the way it started.
Yeah, right.
And then they started tapping into it because it wasn't working.
Yeah, but
right.
Christie was always above him, just like with that bridge gate.
No,
He's
that's
a
why he's
liar
a big
altogether.
tax thug also. He really, what does he do? Oh, I'm not raising taxes. Oh, but I'm cutting the amount that I'm giving the township. So the township now has to raise taxes on real estate. So, and he just makes believe like he lives in the vacuum.
So yeah, this is the
By the way, thanks for having a nice discussion with me on this.
I told you
I appreciate
hate
it. Go ahead.
What do you want me to do about it?
Take the call.
I hate Christie.
No, I hate Christie. Okay, good. Go
ahead, Esty.
This is the Just Enough Heshy Show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
And we all hate Christie. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can get us on Facebook, Twitter, live on YouTube. Just put in Just Enough Heshy. You can call in at 718-303-9090.
Sure.
Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Hey guys, what's up tonight?
What's up, Mitch?
Well, Mitch, we have a lot of issues and we have a lot of problems, and Neil is not too happy with me.
First of all, I wanted you to know I saw you guys on YouTube. You guys are really good. I like what you're doing. And as a matter of fact, I even saw that you and SP were on actually on another show, which was also on YouTube. So if anybody wants to check that out, it's a lot of fun. You guys are you see a person on the radio, as they say, it's a little different when you actually see them. So first of all, I want to say that.
Thank you. Mitch, where are you calling for, by the way?
Calling up from Jersey, but as you can tell by my accent, which the lady said before, I'm a Brooklyn kid. I grew up on Caton Avenue, and I also grew up on Jay. So
wow, one of us local boys. Okay, no problem.
Oh, I'm as local as you're gonna get.
I have a question. I want to ask you.
He's knocking on our door right now.
I want to ask you a question right now, Mitch. Do you like Christie or not?
I don't know. I could take him or leave him. I'll be honest with you. I just feel that since he's been governor, he's been running for president. It's so ridiculous. He has no shot. They've been doing polls that say that he's not even in the top 7 or 8. He should just give it up. He should do what most of these ex-guys who run for president for. Do the lecture route and make a fortune. That's what you should do. I'm telling you.
By the way, they say fat man can't win the presidency anymore. So.
Well, did you ever hear of a guy named Taft? He was the fattest president of all time. He also became the head of the Supreme Court. So it depends. Fat sometimes is in. Thin is in. I don't know. It depends on what your situation is. I guess you know what?
I have no problem with fat people. I'm a pretty big guy myself. I'm saying, but now when you do an appearance on TV, in the olden days they didn't have it too.
You're right. It doesn't look good. I guess people.
This is a question.
You have a problem with your, how you do your day. But I'll tell you something. Unfortunately, a lot of these politicians, when they do start to do the so-called, run for president, they even put on more weight because they're starting to go to all the good ethnic food stores. Suddenly they're going into their local kosher delis. Suddenly they're going to some Italian store. Before you know it, they put on 30, 40 pounds before November. So, listen, I just want to say quickly that you were talking about a ticket which you received on Coney Island Avenue. Surprise, surprise. Having grown up just a few blocks from there, I could kind of tell you that I'm not surprised at that. But this is the big thing. Tell your local state legislator that this stinks. Because here in New Jersey, the one thing they did was they got rid of that situation where the camera gets rid of the so-called ticket thing, because they found out it's just a money situation. It's not to make people safe. It's not to tell people, you guys gotta open your mouths. There was one legislator in New Jersey, I forgot what his name was, but he started opening his mouth a few years ago, and guess what? There's no more of that camera stuff here in Jersey.
Nice.
That is great.
That's
That is
never-
great
Go
because
Jersey.
how hard is it to convince anyone that it's all about revenue? I mean, it shouldn't
Well,
be that
that's
difficult.
what it is. That's what it is. You got to get one guy. That's all you need is one guy to admit that it is revenue. By the way, did you know that the people that install that cameras also get a percentage?
Yeah. They do. I'm sorry, I didn't know about that.
How much?
It's not. It has nothing to do with safety. If it was safety, I'd be the first.
Maybe
person to
anything
say
the government makes
What
money
a
on shouldn't be
money
allowed.
game. What a money
Yeah,
game.
that's-
And now,
that's
the
funny.
same way, the
Everything's
same way
money.
with the city marshals. They're not installing any new marshals because these old ones have their game down pat. And when you want to evict somebody, you go to the sheriff or the marshal. They don't really care because right now they're so busy towing your cars and ticketing cars. The guys who tow the vehicle also get a piece of the action per vehicle, and these guys are just raking in the money, and the city doesn't get the whole show.
You ever see the way they drive around at night, checking
Checking everybody's license plates. This is illegal.
And
And
by
you know
the way,
what? And
when-
our councilman, like you're telling me, where is our city councilman Greenfield? Where's our assemblyman hiking getting up? Hey man, I live over here. I don't need the cameras. Oh, you don't speed because you have drivers.
And this is, again, in all due respect, because, listen, I'm a member of the tribe. I have, obviously, grew up in the same neighborhood as you guys. But one of the things that does appeal me about the local congressmen and the local councilmen and the local state legislature is that as much as I love the state of Israel, okay, there's sometimes issues about
Very
local
hot.
stuff. And I think it's important that we do get the feeling that if you live on Avenue J, or if you live on 16th Avenue, wherever you live, just because you are 2 seconds waiting for somebody to come out of the store doesn't mean you should get a $75 ticket.
I agree. You are very right. You are. And you know
You
what?
guys,
But
Yeah.
thank you very much for your call, Mitch. We
thank
appreciate
you.
it. And keep listening to the show.
Guys, keep up the good work, all right?
And you know what? Tomorrow morning, I'm going to call our councilman, Greenfeld's office. I'm going to complain about the camera, and I make you bet. You know what's going to happen? Zero. And
Why
I'm
don't
not
you
even going to call
record
back.
it?
I will record it,
Record the phone
and I'll put
call.
it on the. I'll put it on the show,
Right.
and you're going to see no response and no
Right.
call back to me.
Record the phone call and
Me-
let them know you're recording it, so there's no problem.
I could do that.
Sure.
Okay, but they'll
Sure.
hang up on me right away. They say you can't.
No, why should he?
Tell them
He has something to hide?
No problem. You got it. And what's his answer going to be? Oh, we need the camera for what? I can't do anything about it. He's going to say.
No, he won't say that because that makes him look impotent. I mean,
Okay.
he's not going to say
Fine.
that.
Anyways, Neil, before we go to commercial station,
I don't want to go commercial.
Okay, but I
today.
want to ask you a question.
Today we go first
you,
class.
You were bitching to me a couple of weeks ago. If you don't have enough money, you can't have
Right.
more children.
Correct.
And nobody should have children till they have enough money.
Correct.
Okay. A 65-year-old mother pregnant with quads. Is that normal?
What's quads?
4.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm sorry, Esty.
Wow.
I love her so
no,
much.
The quad.
Wait a minute, it gets better. At age 65, Anna Gret Ronjic should be concentrating on spoiling her grandchildren. Instead, the mother of 13 is pregnant again with 4 more on the
at what
way.
age?
Wait a minute. Certainly, that was a shock for me, she said, after her doctors in Berlin, Germany, delivered the news. She made headlines 10 years ago also when she gave birth to her 13th daughter, Leila, at the age of 55. But the mother decided to try yet for another baby. You know why? Because the youngest daughter wants to have a brother or sister. I mean,
At 65, she had a kid.
she's having 4 children
4.
right now, and she has 13.
You know what? She probably just doesn't know when her birthday was, and the age somehow is different. Because
65,
possible? I thought
stop
40
it.
is the oldest.
She has 13 children, so that's at least 13, 15
right,
years.
but I thought 40 is the oldest.
After 40, it's dangerous to have children.
To what age can you have children?
You can. It looks like you can have till 65.
Nice.
I don't
mean,
understand it.
Yeah, who wants to take care of kids once you're
I'm
like.
thinking of having another baby myself right now.
You're with
You know, some people you tell them like reproduce because you're so amazing and your kids are so amazing.
No,
and-
no, no.
I wanna have more of you in the world.
What about me? What about me, Esty? Go ahead.
Yeah, you don't need to have more kids.
Why? She does the she.
No, they're okay. I just like some people you're just like must have more of them. Him, it's okay. Like he can have more, but like it's fine.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I don't really think you can tell until they're 25 years old, 35 years old. Right?
Yeah.
Because all babies are cute, and then afterwards they're a pain in the,
No, but I think it's the
then
surroundings you get raised in.
Especially if your baby is driving 82 miles an hour on the I-95 and you tell him only to go
Right,
70.
that's your baby.
That's
How
my
old?
baby.
How old's your baby?
Whatever. He was old enough for me to scream at him. Anyways,
Like just any age, he'd scream at a 1-year-old.
before I go, guys, you
He
can
was
all.
screaming when he was born. You were screaming.
I
at
was
him.
screaming.
Get back in! Get in!
As he came out of his mother's stomach, I was holding him on the floor and I'm screaming at him, "You better be Senator of the United States! You're going to law school!"
So much pressure. Don't have more kids. Like the pressure, the competition. It's very
There's no
stressful.
competition. I'm not stressed.
I've never had such a competitive family. It's very stressful for me because I'm not competitive.
Woman, Esther, you came down to Florida. Was I nice and calm over there with
Yeah, you're very nice and calm. I'm not saying that one doesn't
You're the
negate the other.
best.
I
You
am-
were like Jesus almost.
I didn't walk on water. I did, I think I
But
did.
you turned the whiskey into wine
I didn't
because you
either.
didn't want to let have whiskey, so you made it wine.
Anyways, there was a guy, an
Yeah.
81-year-old man, who was accused of fatally stabbing his granddaughter's ex-boyfriend. And he was true. What really the story is that he was trying to stop him from beating the woman after their baby's birthday party. Preliminary autopsy shows that, and this 81-year-old had scratches on his hand, and he was indicted. So he ran away, and the old man turned himself in. Why would they even arrest him or anything if they're testifying that he was beating the guy? Of course he stabbed him in self-defense, but still he has to be arrested. Still he has to go through the whole procedure. Still it cost us thousands of dollars in
What
court
state
fees.
is that?
New York. Brooklyn.
New York is just.
He was being held without bail after his Brooklyn criminal court arraignment, prosecutor said.
Right.
Why?
'Cause
Why?
I bet you he doesn't even have a passport.
But
I
he's
bet you
80.
he
It doesn't make a
have-
difference. He's 81 years old,
No,
man.
because he started out by running away. So he becomes he moves up a step as being a flight risk. But I bet you he doesn't even have a passport. He's not going anywhere. He can't afford to go anywhere, and it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If Greyhound doesn't go there, he's not going.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
no,
Anyway. Okay, Neil. Okay. Thank you for putting in your 2 cents.
You're coming up with a comment that
You're
this guy, Mr. Diaz, is an illegal
Oh, it's
immigrant.
Mr. Diaz. I didn't know it was Mr. Diaz.
You're
No,
saying
I
that
thought it
a
was
guy.
Hakim,
You're saying a guy who
Hakim
No, you're saying a guy who ran away is automatically guilty.
is
and-
automatically a step closer to being considered by the judge as a flight risk.
but I don't-
Let's have the
he
conversation.
was nervous. The guy was nervous. He couldn't take
Okay,
it.
how long did he run for?
Maybe a day or a couple hours.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Oh.
Okay, he just stabbed him. I don't
And
understand.
you think he's running away somewhere?
And he rushed to his granddaughter Amber's aid with a knife in the hand as she struggled. And you see how cool this guy was? He didn't get a gun. He took a knife.
Yeah, see?
I wonder why
Everybody,
that
if
is.
you're going to kill someone, don't do it with guns. Do it with knives.
No, I wonder why
the
that is.
Heshy way.
Maybe he didn't have a gun around?
Okay, he was smart. Good, you see, because then he could have shot a lot of other people and got gotten angry and he would have killed himself. I'm happy he didn't have a gun. By the way, when I was in Florida, there was an alligator that came to the house and all the little kids were looking at it. And I was going to go down to the alligator as Crocodile Tishler Dundee and make myself some
What
shoes. I
size
think I told you.
alligator?
It was a pretty big one.
A real one?
A real alligator, I promise you.
One that like swallows up.
Yeah, it
God
popped out,
knows, huh?
and the alligator has more rights than we do over there.
That's a good place to move to,
Yeah,
huh?
a very good place to move to.
No,
Anyway-
but did you ever see how wide their mouths open?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can swallow
They can
up
swallow
an
and
animal,
chew you, and
literally.
they hold you and they take you under
Right.
till you die, and then they save you for later on.
Right, not much later because they're usually hungry.
We are now going to commercial, but I'm going to give you my closing quote for the half hour.
Oh, we
that
have a
Esty will-
closing quote?
Not a closing quote, a midday quote, a mid-show quote. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go. Decisions. Never cut down a tree in wintertime. Did I say this already?
I don't know what you said.
Never make a negative Hello. Are you listening to me, Neil? I need you to listen to me. You're not listening to me. Okay, I'm going to skip this one already. I'm going to go to the next one. Responsibility. You should take some responsibility for the way you present yourself, but you should not be hung up on your looks, Esty, whether you are ugly or handsome, because it isn't an achievement being beautiful or ugly.
It's like a birthday. It's not an achievement on
Right.
your end.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. So you should be responsible.
And besides, just like your birthday doesn't last, so your looks don't
Right,
last.
so you should take responsibility
They
just
change.
on how to present yourself. Don't be
Right.
worried that you're pretty. Don't
Listen,
be.
could you tell
I
everybody
don't worry, I'm
that
gorgeous.
he's going to play music for 5 minutes this time, so we don't have to be late,
Right.
and give us a 5-minute break?
I'm not giving you a
What are
5-minute
you?
break.
You're a slave driver, man. Just a slave driver.
Everybody, you're coming
Just
right
a
back. You're listening
slave.
to the Justin Heshy Show. We're gonna have Neil, Esty, me back. Don't tune out. Listen to the commercial notification. We love you. Bye bye. Welcome back, everybody, to the Just Enough Heshy Show. And as you know, I'm you can call into the show 718-303-9090. If you want to advertise with us on the Just Enough Heshy Show, you can always email us, of course, at the justenoughheshy@gmail.com, or you could Twitter me. Yes, it never ends, my children. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff with Just Enough. Oh, don't forget my Just Enough Heshy web Facebook. I love that. I quote a quote every day, something new, something cool. I do some research on it. So don't be ashamed to like me on the Just Enough Heshy page. But I want, now that I have a few moments alone, I can now rant and rave a little bit about other stuff. When you people go on vacations, you have to understand, just because you're away from home, you're not different people. You're still the same person. When you go to another town, and I'm not preaching, don't get me wrong. I know I'm here all alone and nobody to fight me, especially Neil. There should be an act of kindness you should do outside. You should find a way to continue your services to the kind. You should find a hotel to go visit. I know that I'm preaching and I'm telling you what to do. I'm not telling
there
it.
You go.
Oh, here he comes in.
There you go. What are you preaching? Be good. Be good.
No, I'm telling people when they go on vacation that life doesn't end. God doesn't go away. The day doesn't end. You should still go out and do a little bit of kindness and goodness from that
Don't
week.
you realize that if you're a normal, good human being of good character, whatever it is you do, you're being always kind and always nice and always good. Yes.
Neil, did you say good morning to anybody today?
For certain.
Did you smile at somebody and
For
say?
certain.
Okay.
I say good morning to everyone I pass on my way to the car.
And do you know how many people you make feel happy by doing that?
Sure.
So when you go on vacation, you got to do the same thing. Don't be worried that you don't know those people. You're not familiar
They
with
don't
them.
know me. I leave different times every day. I see different
that's
people.
you. But me, I usually
Some people want to know why at 3:00 in the afternoon I'm saying good morning. Okay, that's a problem.
That is a problem. I think that's the marijuana that Estee's blowing our way. She better stop that. But I know that she's a good girl. She didn't smoke any marijuana with me. I wanted to do the horoscopes with Estee right now, but I guess
why? I can look at your palm and tell you your future. No, that guy Pinto, the rabbi, who he pled guilty to a lesser charge of just bribery or something.
When was this?
Today.
Who's Pinto? What did he do?
Oh, he's the Israeli Kabbalist.
Oh, they caught him?
Oh, this is going on a while.
I didn't know this.
You're out of the loop.
No, he took a lot of money from people for
real estate. No, he was telling them, advising them, and taking a piece of the action. He made believe he had, some magic.
Right. And what happened? So he got bribery, and what are they going to give him?
I don't know.
But he's not even a citizen, to what I understand. He's an Israeli, right?
He's in Israel now.
Oh, he did.
They shot him back there from supposedly he has cancer, and he said he has to stay in the hospital there. And they said, no way, you're going back. So then all of a sudden, I think he had a heart problem when he arrived in Israel.
Right.
But it seems it took like an hour or two, and the heart problem disappeared, and they got down to business.
Wow, terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, that's the problem with the Jewish tribe.
What?
You know, they get these charlatans, you know, people who come in and they look all respected.
You have it everywhere.
Okay, but we have ours, and it's really, it's a time to stop.
I agree.
It's time to stop it. In other words, God forbid you have these people, you know, with sick children, with all kinds of issues and stuff. And they give out so much money. They give their life, save everything they have to these people because they tell them, "Oh, well, we can do for you," you know. But nobody seems to have a deal. Like, hey, I'll deliver the goods and then you'll pay me.
Wow, I didn't even think of that.
COD.
That's a cool deal. That's that. I agree with that.
Because none of them can put up such a deal.
Because they will never be able to survive.
Because they don't do anything.
But I believe that if you had a guy with such a deal and he would save you, you wouldn't pay him afterwards. Oh, he already did the job.
Would you go against a man who has the power to save your life, and you would double cross him?
Well, I don't think
you'd probably end up zapped on the spot from the Lord himself.
Okay, I agree with you. Very cool.
I wouldn't fight someone that has such powers.
Thou shalt.
Esty, we're holding the top of the hour, so we need to know today's
Hold on, you're also an Aries?
I'm not an Aries. You're an Aries.
Right. Okay.
That's why I circled it for you because you. Wow. Neil,
I was wondering if you were. That's
Neil,
all.
what is your birthday, by the way?
August.
Oh, it is August?
No, I don't know.
No.
Just guessing.
Tell us.
September.
Why don't you guess?
January, December.
Scorpio.
What's that? Hold on. I got this.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I thought.
No, I am not. Everybody thinks like, oh, psychology. This isn't a psychology thing.
No,
October. That was my next guess.
Listen.
Okay, let me do this. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. You can call in. We'll sing you the happy birthday song and whatnot.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So if today's your birthday,
you pay us, we won't sing it.
Okay.
Okay. Do you move to the left, the right, or go straight ahead? Only you can decide. But with mind planet Mercury on your side on your birthday won't be too hard a choice to make. So long as you move somewhere, you will make an impact. That's like, I wish it said something legit. Okay, Aries, which applies to me. You like excitement, but you need security too. And the planets will in some way remind you today that matters of a business and financial nature must not be neglected. Have fun by all means, but keep an eye on your cash too.
Very good, Esty.
You got to keep an eye on my cash.
Always keep an eye on the cash.
So today, again.
Yeah, let me just say, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. If you'd like to call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090. Go on.
If I had insurance, who should I go to get a cheaper insurance?
You should go to Geico because 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Wow. Anybody else should we talk about?
No.
No.
You have a whole list over there to talk about.
No, but anyway, just remember that my good buddies at Quick Aid, they're real people. 13th and 39.
They're very good. They were very
delivery.
The pizza was
everything.
very nice. Yeah. He delivered
I can't believe it. And he sent salad also.
Oh, really?
I don't know why they didn't bring it in. Salads.
Wow. And Louis would never send us anything.
Louis wouldn't do anything.
He wouldn't even care.
Quick Aid, he understands the importance of a knife.
Wait, so let me ask you, have you guys ever heard of Ebates? Not eBay, Ebates.
I saw them on TV, maybe a commercial where they got a TV that's worth $500. They got money back.
That's bids.
Oh, that's something else, right? Where they got a $500 TV for $4. Okay,
but each penny
is a rebate on what you pay. Right?
No, but you know how there's all these sites that nobody trusts? I've done Ebates. They literally just send you a check in the mail. You put it in your bank. That's it. Like,
what do you mean?
Like if I want to shop from like most places, Walmart, Amazon, Macy's, anywhere, all I would do is go to Ebates. I would put in the search of Ebates Amazon. They direct you to the site, and just for going through them, they send you back money on whatever you buy.
How much did you get back? The biggest amount?
The biggest amount I got was like
percentage.
Altogether, I got like $100. It's not like I order so much online, but like they can send you a check for like $30 at a time.
No. It's not answering my question.
What's the question?
Need percentages.
Every store is different. Like it'll show you 4%, 3%. It'll tell you on each store how much percent.
Under 5% usually.
They do have some for 7%, but you have to go to those stores or
Right, right. So you know,
Ebates.com.
Yep.
wow.
Can I buy airline tickets through them?
You can go. Let's say you go to Priceline. You can go through them to Priceline or Hotwire. All those things. Yeah,
What's
for vacations.
Chivago.
Chivago.
Yeah.
Oh, is that another?
They tell you to go for hotels or something.
Right, I heard that's a regular guy gets on TV and he just pitches it, and he's becoming very hot right now.
Because anytime you direct traffic to a website, they pay you.
But you know that I like Priceline. Everybody knows the word Priceline. I don't know anybody
I like
else.
Skyscanner. I think they're the cheapest. Skyscanner.
Okay.
As to how much did you pay? Oh, you didn't pay for your airline ticket. You got it free from Daddy.
No, Skyscanner cost me around 300, like one way from Florida in a busy season. So
Wow.
I think they have good prices.
So today is the anniversary, I told you before, of the shooting of the Abraham Lincoln, our president.
Wow.
Okay, I think he was the first president ever assassinated.
We don't know.
I don't know.
You're supposed to be the
I don't
history
know.
buff. That's your
Right,
area of
right.
expertise.
You're
His is
an
politics.
expert.
Mine's is psychology.
I was-
All I know is what he had wood tooth missing or something.
Oh, he had a tooth missing?
I don't know.
That was George Washington.
Oh,
you
okay.
dumbbell. So Abraham Lincoln, what I remember growing up as
Wait, who slept with Marilyn Monroe?
that was
Kennedy.
oh God.
Okay, go on.
Not Lincoln, Marilyn Monroe. So when President Lincoln was killed in 18, there was when we were growing up, me and Neil, any president that was elected in the 0 year, remember, and an even 0 year. So yeah, and I just heard Abraham Lincoln was our first president ever assassinated. If you're elected in a 0 year, every 20 years the president is elected in a 0 year,
Right,
was
but it hasn't
assassinated,
happened.
or he died in office.
Maybe
And-
it's a conspiracy.
not a conspiracy, or you died in office, and it ended with Kennedy. Everybody thought, and then after Kennedy, Reagan was elected. Nobody could touch Reagan, and they shot him. He almost died and ended up living. And since then, no other president has ever been assassinated.
Yep, conspiracy busted.
He was the best. He was really
Reagan.
the best.
I thought he was a cool guy because he was older, but because he didn't care
No,
about
and he was
nobody.
an actor.
Oh, here's a question.
And he was an old timer with a certain amount of character.
I have a question.
So
If, like, some-
I got a new trivia.
1 minute,
No.
Heshy.
if someone like really gorgeous, like some hot model or something, ran for president, do you think she'd win just off of that?
No
No.
chance.
I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
No.
I think it could work. Like,
what
about, like, really good-looking young
what
guy?
You're really saying about Americans
That we're all very shallow, which is probably
how
true.
Shallow and dumb we are.
Well, we can put it to the test. We just got to find someone to run. So yeah, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. If you'd like to call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090. Heshy has something he wants to
So
say.
here's my trivia. I got a new trivia question, and I got this from hashtag. Which university created Gatorade? You know Gatorade, the one they drink at the, you see it in all the
Oh,
stores?
and who invented vitamin water?
No, I'm talking right now Gatorade.
Okay.
Which university, it was a college now, that created Gatorade as a way of enhancing their football team's performance. And they and the reason how you
In
can,
what year?
I don't know what year. It looks like it was 1967.
Really?
Yeah.
Good
Wow.
for them.
Snapple sure beat the crap out of them.
Or 1965. So
Which one?
which university? And the reason why you get the hint, here's your hint. Gatorade is like a part of a code name of their football team. You call me in and you win that you win the $10 gift certificate. I'll give you a $10 gift certificate to Quick Raid. Quick what?
Quick Aid?
Quick Aid. I will, if you give me an answer to which university developed this Gatorade, I will give you a $10 gift certificate.
Wow, they sell everything there.
Oh, you can get Gatorade over there.
And I don't think Gatorade, but
yeah, you can call in at 718-303-9090. So yeah.
Oh, how come I don't press the cough button when I cough?
I know. I tried pressing it. Nothing happened.
Nothing happens.
I pressed it.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Well,
Anyways, Ralph called in and gave me the answer, but does he win $10? Plus, Ralph knows the answer. Ralph, you have to put him on the air to get the answer. You're a dumbbell. I don't want to hear it. Anyways, he has to pick up the phone.
who's Ralph?
Ralph Romeo, our boy.
Oh,
Okay, so Ralph knows the answer.
when is he on?
Ralph is on. I don't know, but he's on quite a bit. I love to listen to his show.
I
I've
wish
been
I
getting-
could, but I never know when he's on. I don't know what the deal is. It's like he keeps it a
by
secret.
the way, my Yankees are doing real good.
All right.
They're in last place, but we're going to come back and we're going to win the World Series this year. You watch. So that was my only sports question. But Este's going to take a phone call, so maybe we'll hear something different right
You're gonna
now.
hear something
We
different.
have to
Should
take
I
some
put on the
calls.
headphones?
Yeah, this
Yes.
is the Just Enough Heshy show. Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Yeah, hi. I just called about the Florida Gators.
Yes, that is the correct answer. You win $10. Hello, what's your name, by the way? Your first name.
Sleep.
Three, you win a $10 gift certificate to Quick, whatever you want. Where do you want it? I was giving it wherever you want. I'm gonna get you a gift certificate for. Okay.
Anywhere you want. It's up to you. You
Okay,
make
I
the
got it. I get a discount if I go to Quick Right. Quick.
Quick
Aid.
Aid.
All right, so we'll go over there.
You got it. Hello, Abe. Put him on hold, Abe, and take his name.
What was the answer?
I don't know why he doesn't care about me anymore.
What was the answer?
The Florida Gators. It was the University of Florida. They created. That's why it's called Gatorade. Their team is called the Gators.
Oh, do you know that?
Uh,
And like I can go to Harvard if I buy them a building.
Did you get them?
you
Get them.
what?
If I buy Harvard a building, I can go to their school.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
That's what someone told me. If you invest enough money in them, they'll let you go.
Well, you have your fake city, so you might as well do that as well.
What is that?
Any
Is the other?
practically any college or university or institution will give you a degree in whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they're not in the subject you want. They're not gonna all of a sudden decide, oh, you're the best doctor in the world, and you never even went to medical school. No, they give you. It's called an honorary
Honorary
thing,
thing,
right.
but you're still a doctor. You're still a.
You're not really a doctor, man.
I
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
want you to,
You'd have
cut
to-
open
if I
my
get my
chest.
honorary thing, you have to call me Dr. Esty. Push a button.
I call you
Oh
doctor
no, it's the
anyway.
same person.
Oh.
So yeah, but so if I don't have like a bachelor's or a master's, can I still go? Like they'll make an exception for me.
You understand? For money, they'll do practically anything.
Yeah, you don't have
Nice.
to have a high
Then-
school diploma to go to college.
You
Need
need a
something.
GED at least.
No, you don't. They won't accept you. But if you go, there's a lot of little kids that are geniuses, and they go to college and they become doctors at 21, 22. They skip a lot of the classes because they were able to pass the entrance exams. In the
Yeah, I would
colleges
just
wanted to
take out
steal
the
them.
word a lot. I don't think there are a lot of such
If you
people.
have, there's a lot of smart young men and women out there that need. But I would never do that to my kid.
Right, because your kid has to work hard.
So I wanna
he has
tell you-
suffer,
I wanna tell
he's
you
got
if-
to do homework.
I want to tell you for the story. The owner of an Oklahoma diner has a message for dumpster divers. Please come in and eat for free. This is a cool guy. Ashley Jerome, owner of the PB James in War Acres, was heartbroken to find that someone had been foraging through the garbage for food. So he left a note to the person going through our trash for their next meal. You're a human being. I love this guy. And worth more than a meal from the dumpster, it read. Please come in during business hours for a classic PB&J, peanut butter and jelly, fresh vegetables, and a cup of water at no charge. No questions asked. Your friend, the owner. Why isn't everybody
Wait,
doing
did they
this?
come back?
I don't know. That,
Oh,
it
wow.
was just a. It was just
You see, there's a real man,
That's
real
nice.
woman, a man. I
right.
don't know who did it.
Ashley. Oh, it could be a man.
Could be a
Ashley
man,
George.
could be a woman.
Could be whatever. Today with the names are very funny. But why isn't everybody doing something like that? Why?
Can I say a quote that I think's really
Cool.
funny?
Sure, why not?
Why? She's stepping on my territory.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
No,
right.
it's not that. Okay, everything happens for a reason, but sometimes the reason is that you're stupid and you make bad decisions. I just thought that's so funny because it applies to so many people. Like, oh, why is my life bad?
And
Because you
you know,
suck at it.
You accepted that. You're letting her get away with that.
what do you want me to do?
You knock me if I say love and quote.
Hey, you're a doctor, okay? Don't start. We expect more from you.
I love that. You
Okay.
see, Esty?
Yeah.
You see what he just did to you now?
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing to Esty.
I didn't take it like that.
Esty's in young 20s. It's different than a man who's in his mid 50s.
Okay, mid 50s. I'm 51. I just started the 50s. Okay, so now, guys, we have to get down to the brass tacks of the
Oh,
show.
Dunkin' Donuts, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, I saw it said there if I get a large or extra large coffee, and I show my AARP card,
No way.
I get a free donut.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
which card?
And at 50, you can join AARP.
I'm joining
so
tomorrow.
How much is it worth?
It's worth it.
How much is the membership to
Oh,
them?
there's a membership fee?
Of course. What do you think?
Of course.
They're a non-profit. They're one of the world's biggest non-profits.
I love it. You know, I love Dunkin' Donuts. I go there in the morning for that bacon, egg, and croissant sandwich.
Oh, you don't go to the boo.
I do go to Le Beurre, but this morning I
Le
couldn't.
Beurre, is that the new short nickname?
It's not Le Beurre. First, it's Le Buffet.
Is he paying?
He's a good man.
So then he's Le Boo. Okay? When he starts paying, he'll be Le Buffet.
Okay, so you know how people are like
So
LOL,
today-
like laugh out loud? I want to start this new thing called LFE, laughing for eternity. Like, you know, when something's funny, you can't keep laughing because it's so funny. Just be like laughing for eternity, and it laughs on forever without you having to do the laughing.
Neil, why are we letting?
This is great.
Yeah, Neil, why
This is great.
are we letting her talk today?
Oh, you're
she's
so mean.
like lost in space.
Exactly.
The show lost in space.
We're
It's
completely
great.
lost. Esty, we have enough to talk about.
Nano.
Esty, here's my issue right now of the future because
You
in the
have
next
issues?
in the next 22 months we have
It's too
some.
hot in here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
really
Open the
hot.
window,
It's
In the
open.
next 22 months,
and I'm gonna get you a fan.
Really?
the
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse will happen. It's all over.
Esty, in the next 22 months, we're gonna have a serious presidential race that it's gonna be on TV every 12 seconds.
I'm very worried.
So we
Yeah,
have,
I
of
really
course,
Yeah.
We're doomed. I got to really build
No,
a
no,
bomb
no, no,
shelter
no,
in
no.
case, you know, it comes to the end.
we have, of course, the most important person in the whole race, Hillary Rodham Clinton running. Today, she went into a restaurant, or yesterday, and nobody noticed her.
She must have been so insulted. She didn't have
Yeah,
bodyguards to
what?
make it look like she's important. Like, you know,
No.
No,
she
she
has-
sets up every move she makes, by the way. Don't believe
She wants
for
to
a
be like, oh, I'm
second.
the
So
regular
how
people.
come in the papers it
no,
shows
I want a hot president running.
People's champion Hillary pops into Chipotle,
What about if an actor did?
but no one recognized her?
Right.
But how could they not recognize if she has bodyguards all over the place?
Because they probably didn't go in with her.
And plus, I wouldn't recognize her. She just looks like my grandma.
She looks like a regular plain Jane. She's not something that you really remember.
It's like babies. Grandmas all
you
look the
wake
same.
up to
Does
a
that mean?
nightmare with her picture.
Wow.
And yeah.
Anyway, so Hillary's our front runner, which she's most likely.
She's
gonna-
out
Oh,
next.
Who
Okay.
cares about
Then you have
Hillary?
this guy Cruz that I really like, even though everybody says I should hate him.
Man.
And then
Why?
you have- I don't know why. And then you have this new guy, Ruby, Senator Ruby.
Rubio.
Who should I vote for?
Rubio. So those are the only three right now playing the game.
Okay, but
right?
tell me who should I vote for?
Anybody you think she's gonna
What do
have?
you mean, Jeb? Jeb.
Jeb is not in the
there.
race yet. Okay.
Okay, I'm not voting for Hillary. Who else should I vote for? Like,
So then you have nobody else to vote for. You'll have to go Republican then.
I have to go Republican.
You don't have to.
Oh, you don't think Hillary's going to have someone against her just so it looks like she has a challenge?
Do you believe that somebody even has a chance? But why would
Oh,
somebody?
I believe someone has a chance.
A lot of people hate
Yeah.
Hillary. Yeah.
She's up.
yeah.
Give me one candidate that can run against Hillary and win. Don't even think about telling me Schumer.
Heshy
You won't think
Tischler.
about it.
Albright.
Albright.
What? That old Secretary of State?
Yeah.
That little old lady?
Jewish. She found out she was Jewish.
She found out.
Oh, really? She did?
Yeah.
No.
She never knew it her whole life.
Well,
How did
that's
she
funny.
find out she was Jewish?
I don't remember the story, but I remember she went to Israel after and this and that. She got involved with some
So now she could run?
But
organizations.
she's too old for sure. She's older than Hillary.
Very bright. Very bright.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, let me ask
Yeah.
something. What happens if like Hillary runs and then in the middle she like goes a little bit off, like some grandmas can do? Like what do they do then?
Nobody will vote for her.
No.
No, let's say they vote for
do
her.
get
She's
a
in power.
Medical, valuation every year.
No,
Right.
but like it's not even noticeable. Like they'll lose things a lot. They'll get frustrated. Like it's like a
No,
certain.
That's why they have people all around them. They don't have to remember where that took
Right.
us as to
And
why.
remember, if the president really freaks out, the vice president has a right to invoke some kind of law to throw out the president and take it over by force.
Why wouldn't he do that automatically then if he
Yeah,
can?
he
you have to
can't
be,
do
you have to be able to prove it.
Right.
Now, remember your boy Sheldon Silver?
Hey, you know what he did for our community? He did so much. For 30 years, he's been helping the community out.
Silver's Ponzi in-law rap for 7 minutes. They're going after the whole family.
Right.
The son-in-law of indicted former Assembly Speaker Sheldon Silver was busted by the feds Monday on
Who's
charges
that?
of running
Trecker?
Marcelio Trebitish, who is married to Silver's daughter Michelle, allegedly promised his victims double-digit returns with very low risk before the scam collapsed last December. Last December, they didn't arrest him, and Silver was in power till now, and nobody did anything about it.
How big of a Ponzi scheme?
$7
could it
million.
be? Okay.
Tribbage,
There
37
are guys
of
who are
Brooklyn.
doing that every day.
Okay, claimed he would use investors' money to buy large cap stocks through all these capital. Let's see, a firm he co-owns with his wife. Oh God, who was the CPA. A complaint to him, but he actually invested only a portion of the funds and tracked up enormous trading losses that he kept secret. The feds say he then allegedly spent the rest on himself, his wife, to pay back other investors. The charges against Trippage, according to sources, are not connected to the federal probe of silver. I mean, you're telling me that Silver didn't know this?
I'm telling you that Silver knows a lot, and it seems like it's not helping him at all at this time. And it seems like everyone's jumping on the bandwagon, and that's it. He's gone. Finished. He will never regain his power.
Wow. Well,
in other words, he stepped on too many toes.
I
over the
happen not
years.
to hate Silver, but he was there too long, so I hated him for being in power too long and
Yeah,
pushing
and
people
I don't
around.
like anyway. He was a snob.
Right.
He was a snob. He is a snob.
And plus, all these things in the city, he let the city councilmen and the assembly double out taxes, give more violations. I mean, you're talking this building department. I hear stories today. They're just freaking out and getting crazy. You know, somebody packed boxes in a storage room too high. So the building department made him vacate his place because he's blocking the sprinkler system.
Okay, everybody knows it has to be, what, a foot or two?
Okay, I got that, but you don't have to give him a vacate order for an inspection.
Why couldn't he just move the boxes right then and there?
But the inspector first punishes you, or he wasn't around, and they shut down the operation till we do and set up a new
And this
inspection.
wasn't the second inspection?
I know, because some idiot neighbor must have complained to a competitor to fight with him, and that's how fast it gets done.
Wow.
Okay, and but other people who do illegal stuff like that jerk Kashul, they don't get in trouble to stay out of power.
That law that was gonna pass that you can kind of tattletale on random people
For idling your car.
is that happening?
I don't know yet, but I bet you it will pass, and I bet you our first person.
That's it. Whatever the government makes money off, they can't. Like it has to do with safety of citizens. If you make money off of it, that's it. You can't. They're not allowed to.
Okay.
It should be illegal.
Anyways,
it's illegal.
Can I tell you another funny story, boys and girls?
Okay.
Oh, where was the first funny story? Yeah.
A flight from Alaska to LA made an emergency landing Monday when the pilot discovered that a baggage handler who had dozed off in the cargo hold was trapped inside their compartment.
How did they not realize?
Alaska Airlines Flight 48 touched down in Seattle after the baggage handler was heard desperately banging on the wall beneath the passengers 14 minutes following the takeoff. How does he fall asleep inside there?
What? All these workers got to sleep on the job.
Do you think they're going to fire him?
No.
Why?
Because I think his shift was over almost.
So you fall asleep on the plane. Like, how does that happen?
What are you gonna do?
He must have been drunk or something.
No, these guys are hard working, man.
How do you fall asleep like on a plane? Like it just like the least place you should fall asleep is like, hey, maybe I'll just nap here a minute. The plane won't take off by then. Like, what are the something odd's
Just
going on
think
there?
how tired he must have been.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have come to work that day.
Anyways, Neil, since you agree with the city to raise our taxes and they need everything, how come the homeless agency is making the Department of Homeless Services, which has recently blasted over squalid conditions at dozens of shelters, spend $600,000 beautifying its offices? I didn't spend $600,000 beautifying my offices. My boy Penny screams at me, "Oh, Heshy, you take stuff off the street and you're a hoarder and you're making the place look like a crappy place." But the homeless shelter offices are able to spend $600,000 on chairs and stuff like that.
And I bet you it looks a lot better than your office.
Not only does it look a lot better, I bet you it looks nicer than my own apartment at home.
Right.
But we let the city get away with stuff like this.
Sure.
We let them do stupid stuff.
Why every time is there an election and it's a new politician, do they get a right to decorate the office?
Right.
Why?
Right. And
here's your office. That's it. Yo, you don't like it? Too bad.
Right. They have a right to redecorate. They get
It's almost like they're movie
money
actors
for
these
it.
days.
They got money to, and an allowance.
I understand that it has to be spruced up and kept up, but it doesn't have to
But
be.
why does it? The guy just did it 4 years ago, or what have you? What is
If
it?
you
What is
spend
it?
your
I don't
own,
like
if you
the
spend-
color.
if you spend your own money, I got it. But if you're not going to spend
Right.
your own money, I don't get it. This is stupid stuff like this. This continues
And this
to go
is
up.
the problem, and that's why when sometimes Esther used to speak of how to make change and clean sweep this, that.
I talk
Operation
about
Green,
it.
I talk
It's
about it.
really BS because that's it. The system is broken and nobody's gonna fix it.
And,
I
no,
don't-
It
and
says
none of the
either
people
you
care.
play,
And none of the
either you
people
play
care.
along or you don't get along,
Right.
and that's it. And that's the story.
Yeah, so this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call us at 718-303-9090. You can get us on Facebook and Twitter. You know, hashtag Just Enough Heshy. Like our Facebook page. You can watch us live on YouTube, Just Enough Heshy. And you can email us at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Go on,
Esty,
Heshy.
can you tell me at least if I wanted insurance, which you explained it to me a couple times, I should call Geico, but why should I call Geico?
Because 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Really, it can?
Yeah, my parents said that they got a really good deal from them.
You keep telling us that, but I don't believe you. I want to know exactly what the pretty good deal was.
It's so funny. My parents used to say, no, Geico only works for, I think, poor people or something. But they said it helped them.
Esty, so who else advertised with us besides the great Green Line?
I see. Black Label e-cigarettes.
Mikey?
Mikey.
You can go to
She gets
blpremiumecig.com.
She's not happy with
No,
us.
she's not.
No, I'm totally
I'm
cool.
sweating so much I can't wear these headsets. It's literally all wet.
Okay.
So you can go to blpremiumecig.com or call Mikey at 561-239-5941. If you need a personal trainer, Yossi Lefkowitz is your guy. He's located on 16th and 48th. He'll also make house calls. You can reach him at 347-816-5207. There's Green Line Building Solutions. They care about you. They try to get you to the finish line. They'll sit down with you. Free consultation. They do asbestos and lead inspection, DOB, violation
see
permits
me
and
well.
plans, code compliance, preventative measures, HPD, lift stop work orders, and free consultation. You can call them at 718-871-0382.
You are wonderful,
How's
Esty. That was
Harry?
very good. That
How's
was very-
Harry doing?
Who's Harry?
Yeah.
Yo, Harry the Hat.
I have no idea what you just said.
Harry the Hat.
Who's Harry the Hat?
You don't see that hat?
Oh,
my
you
hat?
named him Harry?
You named him Harry? Very cool.
that's
Guys,
cool.
Now, what was the
as-
point of doing that? Now I still
I have a
one
friend who,
set
like,
of
names
headsets.
everything. He has
What-
this,
What the hell are you doing?
Like, his phone is named
What was the
Sheila,
point?
and, like, his GPS is called something else. Like, every
Oh,
item
I
he
thought you
has.
wanted me to be able to
He's
change.
talking to us. I don't know who Neil is talking, but no, Neil is not talking to any one of us.
Right, I don't talk to you people anymore.
Ah.
Okay, you're below my class. now.
Ouch. Ouch, that
Okay.
hurts. Bullet to the heart, you know.
Now, gosh, you guys are crazy. I want to talk to you about,
I'd like to see Heshy negotiating with the head of Iran. I'd love to see it.
yeah.
We'd be bombed in like 2 minutes.
No,
Be
you
like,
wouldn't
that's
be
it. You
bombed.
upset
You wouldn't
me. I like a
And
bomb.
I bet you that he would sit down with me. We'd have a little chat, and we'd tell him, "Listen, man, Israel's got to stay. You got to stop the nuclear things. And what we're gonna do?"
And he'd be like, sure, Uncle Hershey, I never thought of it that way. Gee whiz, I'm going to change it and not do anything
what's
bad
And
ever.
what's the secret you're gonna tell him?
I'm gonna tell him the secret that
Tell him a little secret, right? What's the secret?
No, it's that what we're gonna do is we're going to send you our agricultural people. We're gonna plant you a lot of food. We're gonna feed all you people. And we're gonna buy all
They
your
don't
oil.
care. They just want money and power.
And we'll give you money and we'll make your buildings. Look at Iraq. Why did Iraq really not get crazy till the end? Because he was getting so much money. He was building cities. He built
They
up.
were stealing all of it. They
Wait, why? You
stole
can't build
hundreds of
cities.
billions of
He built.
dollars.
He
How
happened,
could you build a city?
he happened to build up. You ever heard of the city of Babylon?
Wait, so you're saying it's possible for someone to create a
He-
city?
he
Is he
re-
saying this like for real?
No, he really rebuilt the city
Oh,
of
so
Babylon.
rebuild it. So he couldn't
That's
have
the one
started
that
it.
ISIS is bombing, knocking
No,
down.
no.
all
This
the
is
stuff.
Iraq. Nobody lived there. Nobody
ISIS
really
is
went
knocking
there.
down in Iraq.
Yeah, but
Goldie,
Babylon is like the
Christian.
ancient city that was destroyed, and then he rebuilt it, and he thought he'd.
Wait. How can you build a city that's completely fictional, according to you?
It's not fictional. It was in a real city originally.
Oh,
and
I
it
see.
was
So it has to
destroyed.
originally be placed there. There has to originally be a city for you to be able to create a city. Is that what you're saying?
That's it. You can't build SD Fantasy Land in the middle of Nevada. It doesn't work like that.
How did he build his Babylon city if it doesn't work like that?
It was there. He tried to rebuild it and
Oh,
try to get.
okay, fine. So if it's already built, then I could. So if I take Michigan, which is already built, technically, then I could create a city because
I
it's
agree
already
with you.
created.
If you go into Michigan, not Michigan is not a city, but it's okay. Isn't that Michigan a state? But okay, you go to Detroit
Yeah.
and you go to rebuild Detroit. I'm in with you, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be project manager?
I'd be project manager.
You know what I really want? I
Wow.
want, like, in Michigan, in the parts where it's, like, practically deserted, to have, like, a huge castle. And, like, when you walk into the neighborhood, there'll be, like, scary music in the background, and, like, lost travelers will be like,
You don't
we're
need all that.
stranded. Oh,
Just
should
the
we go to that castle? It looks scary.
Just
And
the people around it will let you know how scary it is.
it'd be so fun. And then, like, the door would open by itself. It'd be like a haunted house for strangers.
Anyways, you know the guy who killed
Wow,
the
that's a great
Neil.
idea to make that whole city one big haunted city.
Oh God.
Oh, that'd be
and
funny.
you go in there and you spend like a day or two.
Another Disneyland.
The
charge
scary.
you up on
Wait,
the-
no,
Another
no.
Disneyland.
but
This-
only for scary stuff.
The scariest place
They
on the
have stuff like
planet.
that.
I'm
They
so
have-
adding that
they
to my
have-
list.
They have haunted worlds and haunted places. I'm sure they
A haunted city, dude,
A haunted city.
where everyone's violent and evil.
Neil, remember when we were little boys and the rabbi took us to a great adventure that had a haunted house?
Yeah.
Oh
we were
yeah,
able-
compare.
No. But back then you were able to just walk back and forth, and we brought our own flashlights and we were jumping on each other. And we were scaring each other.
Oh, there is a spooky house though where they have people in costumes running after you, like really, like you're
I got you,
walking.
but you have to keep going. Over here, we were just able to hang out
It's
there.
really
it was like
scary,
very
though.
cool back then. The guy who killed Ethan Port's case.
Oh, hey, you go
I'm
again.
going
That
again. Let's do-
20-year-old case. 30
He's
years
on
old.
trial for murder. His name is Pedro Hernandez. You know what his lawyers are saying?
Dude,
His
he's
whole
nuts.
he's nuts, and his whole confession is made up.
Right.
And he's gonna get. And you think he'll get off the hook with that?
Why is a confession good enough 25 years later?
Yeah, I killed a pig. Prove it.
No, I'm saying, why is it good? Because he said
So
so?
the prosecutors are wasting millions of dollars on a guy that has no chance to go to jail. And even if he goes to jail, he's a worthless bum that should have never gone to jail to begin with. And they're spending millions and millions of dollars on this case.
This is all political. This has nothing to do with real life. Because
Okay.
wasn't the guy in jail
No, he wasn't.
for something else?
No, he was home taking care of his kids.
Oh, the last 30 years?
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, his daughter said he was a very good father. He held her hand even when she was 14 years old crossing the street.
Oh, that's kind of
Wow,
weird, actually.
that's nice.
Is that nice? 14-year-old holding hands in the street, kind of
If
weird.
that's what they like, yeah,
It's
I think it's all right.
it's a little odd, personally.
Yeah, maybe around here.
True.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that
I don't like that case. I don't. You don't have to bring it
of
up
course
anymore.
you know what?
Okay?
I don't
it's
have
a
to mean
stupid
you see,
case.
you're upset about it, but
Because
I
it's
am
from years ago. It has nothing to do with today.
no children.
wanna know-
Children go missing every day, my son.
You
Children
know,
go
you
missing
know what I
every
read
day.
today?
Yeah.
That De Blasio, while Hillary Clinton was fighting for like women's rights and stuff, he was in college smoking pot. Okay,
Nice.
that's what I read about today.
That's good stuff.
Okay, and to the lady who called about the pot and glaucoma, I hope she Googled it. She must have, because she didn't call us back. And you should see what kind of information there is out there on what good it does for numerous things.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, not for everyone. You have to know what you're doing, but there are benefits. Just so you know that.
Nice.
Did a lot of work on that, a lot of reading on that.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
and what about? Can I ask you a question? What about texting and driving? Why don't you preach about that as
Oh,
well?
I'm so against it. Well,
But yeah, we all do it.
I don't.
We all
do
do.
it.
You know what?
I
I
was-
pull over.
I was watching.
Yeah?
I was
Don't
watching.
do it.
I was watching a YouTube clip or a movie thing. How they put all these Chinese kids in a movie theater, and they're watching the screen, and they're watching a car zooming, and they make everybody's telephones ring in the movie theater somehow. And as the people are picking it up and looking at it, boom, the car crashes, and everybody looks up, and it says, "Don't text and drive."
Right,
It was such a cool commercial.
right. Because it's really true. If you ever would notice.
But do you really see all that? I never hear about accidents of texting and driving.
Oh, I think there's a lot of it. I think there really is. Because literally, in a split second, 3,000 things can happen that would put you into an accident. God forbid.
People are doing crazy things in their car all
No,
the
no,
time.
but at least
They're
their eyes
shaving.
are on the
No,
window.
they're not eyes on the window. Their
They
kids
are.
are screaming in the background. They turn around, they scream at them. They're shaving, they're eating. When you eat in your car, you actually are looking out the window as you're eating. You don't dip it into ketchup. You don't turn off the
Yeah, I
cover.
learned how to eat and drive at the same time.
Okay, I don't believe that. I believe that you looked on the
You
side
don't
for your
believe that?
ketchup. Everybody does it, Neil.
You're
Everybody-
out of your
When
mind.
you're opening your bottle of soda, you don't look down to see see how to uncover it and stuff. Otherwise, you'll spill it. Come on.
By the way, I've done like everything while driving. I've put on lipstick. I've cleaned my car, made a sandwich, made a salad. Believe me, I can do everything while driving.
She smokes drugs. She drives not looking out the front window.
That's not true.
How are you still alive?
God protects the foolish. No, I'm kidding. No, I just have very good, not senses, response time, I guess.
Intuition.
Intuition,
no,
too.
Not intuition.
No, I think it's good also.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just good at things,
Wow.
Talented.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, Neil.
And modest too. Yeah.
Recently, it came to my attention that there is
That old people can go play in a place and make believe they're at the zoo or the amusement park.
No.
You like that?
You have to be careful today. Again, I was recently reading a story, and
Once upon a time,
about a young man in his 20s or early 30s that he's going around trying to pick up young children off the street. Now, the reason why I'm talking about the story is my wife started getting crazy again on me, saying, "Oh, look, there's a new child molester in town, and any minute your kid will disappear." She wouldn't allow my son to go by bus again to school. So this morning, I told her, "I'm going to take the kid to school." I drive the kid to the corner of Kings Highway and Ocean Parkway, and I put him at a bus stop. And I told him I took a bus. She was screaming at me, "Oh, you crazy? You should have taken him all the way." The boy's a big boy. He has to learn. You have
I
to
don't think he's the one that they're looking to kidnap. I feel like they'd go younger.
You're wrong. 14, 15, 16, 13. You have to be very careful. Grabbing a 12-year-old, 10-year-old child off the street, you're not going to really see them, too many of them.
Are there places where people are orphans, like in the streets, like there's no system to take them in, like in Africa, like there's random orphans or something?
A lot of they're not orphan. Kids are usually not orphan. If they find the kid walking the streets, I'm sure there are many families that have the kids try to take care of themselves. But no, if somebody finds out the kids are a thing, they'll go to a judge.
Everywhere in the world? Like
Not
there's no
everywhere in the
place where
world.
there are just kids running wild because there are no parents because
Sure,
of war or something?
Liberia has that with the Ebola virus. The kids lost their both families, and they have them sitting in the street, and people won't touch the kids for nothing.
Wow.
Sure, you have a lot of countries in Africa. You have a lot of countries in.
What about Russia, Hungary? They're like more
I don't
civilized?
think so. They're more civilized. The Russia, Hungary, Poland, all the European countries are more. I think they're more classy now than when they were in the 40s and 50s. Many of them have human rights rules and regulations. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to do business with America.
Still a lot of poor people.
There's a lot of poor people.
There'll never not be
of
poor
families
people
living together.
I don't
in those
mind.
countries.
I don't mind the poor people thing, but I do mind that we don't look out for them and we don't take
Right,
care
but you
of them.
understand that if we took all the money, like from every rich person in America, and we donated all the money to charity, it wouldn't be enough to feed everyone.
I'm not. Well, first of all, you're wrong. We can figure out a way. We don't have to give them the money. There's a way that we can plant more food. There's a way that we can give them enough to sustain themselves that they get to the
Maybe.
next level. If you're gonna let them die of hunger or not give them a health care, like Neil says, "Oh, Obamacare is stupid." You're wrong. Give them a little health care. Give their lives a little meaning, a little bit of pleasure.
We don't appreciate it. Back in the day, I was watching Les Miserables. Back in the day, there were just random kids floating on the street. People were starving. Like, you stole a piece of bread because you were starving and you went to jail for 9 years. Like, people were actually starving, floating around. Today's day, we don't have that bad. Like where people are just missing random people in their family and they just have to survive and they're like 5 years old.
Why? I think if you would look up online how many children get lost every day, it's a big number.
Very big number.
It's a big number in America.
When I was in Florida, I was in a closed gated community. There was a 2.5-year-old kid lost, and they asked him what his name is, and he didn't know his name, or he didn't say his name.
They didn't find him?
They did. The parents ended up finding him a little later on, but
What they have to say for themselves?
The kid. What do you mean? How the kid's playing on the front lawn grass, and he just took a walk and ran away. You turn your head for a minute, they disappear. Trust me, you turn your head for a second as to you don't know better. 1 second, the kid could walk in the other direction. Somebody
And you
grabs
have
him.
a leash.
A leash.
Or at least a beeper
And
on
keep him
them.
like a dog. I got you. No, but you can't do that. That's stupid. I
You're
saw.
right, let them get kidnapped and lost.
I saw parents walking their kids on leashes. I was
I think it's
embarrassed.
disgusting.
Disgusting.
Come on, what's if their kid is that
Disgusting.
wild?
Stupid.
It's not
thing.
the answer.
Well, I think it's fun.
Put them into, and then again, you see kids who are 5 years
Because
old.
to you, the whole idea of a child is abstract.
Yeah.
It's not.
But what about like
serious.
beepers, like where you could track them, like you put something in their clothes in case they
Right,
get
you
lost?
can do that on their telephones. You
No,
can
I meant
track
like
them.
young kids, like 3-year-olds. You could like see.
Well, today 3-year-olds have telephones. The way I
I
understand.
know. Are you kidding me? When I was 18, I begged my father, please can I have an Android, like a phone that has extra stuff. Otherwise, we had regular flip phone with texting. My sister, she's 14. She doesn't have a phone yet.
She doesn't have a phone.
No, in your family, everyone has a phone at like 12 years old. Every high tech iPhone 6. I'm like, whoa! I didn't get that till I was like 20.
My son was already using the computer and internet at 5, 6 years old.
Oh yeah, my sister also. That's different.
Okay, you gotta teach them.
No, they learn it so young. They're better at it than we are. I already feel old.
I tried to video something on my DVR. I don't know how to do it. I call my son right away. Can you please do it? Why don't you do it, Tati? I said, well, I don't really want to. You know how to do it better than me. And he says, oh, you don't know how to do it. I said, no, I'm never going to admit I don't know how to do it. By the way,
even though he just admitted that by saying I'm never going to admit that. But go on.
I had no choice. The same way right now, baseball is coming up in the summer season, and I play ball with the boys. And I know that now that I'm 51 years old, my sons and all their friends are already threatening me that they're going to kick my behind this summer. So what I'm doing now is, let me give you a little answer.
It's going to poison them so they can't do as well.
That was a good one, Esty. I'm doing is I'm going to batting practice, and I'm going to start seeing if I can hit the ball better. And I'm doing some fielding practice so I can be able to teach these little boys who are real manners. So anybody,
oh man, are they gonna whip you?
I want you all to come out. We're gonna have these special charity events. If you want to come to one of our baseball games, it's gonna be on Friday. Mitchell or Moishi Tischler is gonna organize these games. We start about 1:30 on 18th Avenue and 56th Street. And if you want to cheer your Uncle Heshy on and do a donation or get a T-shirt, come down. And even if you don't want to donate or do it, just come down and watch Uncle Heshy teach these little boys, whippersnappers, who are real manners, and cheer me on, and you will see. Of course, my son is going to be the umpire again, and he's cheating against me. But I'm never going to walk those players.
So yeah,
what kind of loving family do you have that your kids will cheat against you?
It's not cheat against me because they're upset that I never lose.
Yeah, because he cheats also.
I don't cheat.
I'm sure.
I'm telling you, I don't cheat. They're so upset that I don't cheat.
I can't imagine a game that he.
It's like, I don't wear flowers in my hair. What are you talking about? I do not wear flowers in my hair, just like that.
Right.
Okay, I want you to know when I play them Monopoly or Risk, I keep winning because I'm smarter. I know how to outmaneuver and outplay them.
Oh, you're like the cigar guy, the fat cigar guy.
Which fat cigar guy?
On Monopoly.
I like that guy, by the way. He's very cool.
He's always got a good smile with good news. Right. Always good news.
Always good news.
Another 100, another 50. Yeah, what are we, just Heshy?
Just Esty, yeah, you got to.
Yeah, this is the Just Enough Heshy show, not Hershey. Heshy, Heshy.
Heshy.
Yeah, Hesy. No, I guess the Just Enough Heshy show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. You can get us on Facebook, hashtag, and we're live on YouTube. Just go to Just Enough Heshy, anything, and it'll probably come up. You can call us at 718-303-9090. So yeah, Heshy, this is back on you.
Okay, so as you know, I'm in the expediting business, and I've seen people fight over 18 inches of concrete. I've seen people fight over the egress and ingress of their who can go in or pass by their driveways and stupid stuff like this. Here's a cool one. First came a $1 million parking spot. Now Manhattan has been hit by a $680,000 hallway. Listen to this. A former manager of the Rolling Stones and Aerosmith is in a six-figure legal battle, whatever, with a Project Runway star over who owns the rights to a shared corridor in their posh Soho loft. Explain to me what this means, Neil. It's a hallway in a building that's part of public access, and they're fighting over who owns the rights to it?
No, is that what they share? They own an apartment together?
They don't own an apartment together. They own two separate apartments and a hallway that leads to it. And this guy...
You mean common area?
Common area. And this rock star says he wants him to tear down the wall near her unit and make her unit a little smaller because really he owns more of the hallway than she does.
It's interesting.
I don't know why you guys are quiet. You have no comment on it?
Wow, no. I'm trying to picture it. She wants it because she wants to enlarge the hallway.
No, right.
And he has more hallway because he enlarged it.
He's saying
he
that
enlarged the other way,
The
so he
other-
has more apartments.
more apartments. So
More hallway. Excuse me.
No.
Yeah. If she wants the hallway, the wall to be moved closer to her,
inside, right?
right, means her apartment will get smaller.
Smaller, correct.
Which means his apartment.
He doesn't touch his apartment. He wants
Right,
that
because
hallway.
it's already out.
It's already out, already in, and he wants her not to have the more space.
There's got to be a little more to it.
I don't care if there's a little more to it, but it's a stupid
I think
argument.
they were lovers and they split, and this is all about that.
That's the way it always is.
That's the way psychology is. It's either your parents or your lover, so it's one of the two.
Okay, no problem. By the way,
Dr. SD.
By the way, Hillary Clinton.
Hello, I'm in today.
By the way, Hillary Clinton is doing her office in Brooklyn because she purposely doesn't want to be in Manhattan because of de Blasio. They're saying.
Yeah.
No, they're just saying she knows that Brooklyn is like the center of the universe, and that's where to be.
And
nice.
That's where it's happening.
And I
That's
thought you'd say that, and it says it's a long-time Democratic stronghold, Brooklyn, but not everyone in Brooklyn is ready for the Hillary Rodham Clinton campaign. Dozens of anti-Hillary posters popped up near her downtown Brooklyn headquarters Sunday, the same day she announced her bid for president. The Weekly Standard reported each sign featured black and white illustrations of Clinton alongside printed slogans including "Don't Say Secretive," "Don't Say Ambition," and "Don't Say Entitled." The slogans may be a dig at the former informal group HRC Super Volunteers, which has vowed to call out reporters who describe Clinton with such supposedly sexist words and calculating and blah, blah, blah. Basically, Clinton's in, nobody likes her anymore.
But she does have at least a certain minimal of a following, which is pretty big.
Well, I think the women are going. If there's no other woman running for president, she's going to get at least.
Why?
I'm not voting for her.
Why does it have to be?
Why are you not voting for Hillary?
I forgot the reason why, but I remember I made up my mind that she sucks.
But you mean you'll vote for any other idiot on the table except for somebody qualified?
No, if the other person's
She's
just
not
as bad, I'm
qualified.
just not going to
What do
vote.
you mean just as bad?
She's not qualified.
Why is she not qualified? She was.
I'm telling you, she's going to go see very soon.
She was first lady. While she was first lady, she was held in charge of some kind of a health commission or a health law that never passed. She helped.
Yeah,
bill
she
out,
wanted to make communistic changes
no, whatever,
to
like
healthcare.
Obamacare.
Right,
she-
but even worse. Yeah.
Okay, she became senator of the United States.
Right.
Well, I'm not finished yet.
Which she didn't deserve. She's not
Okay,
a New Yorker.
But she was a pretty good. She was a pretty good senator.
Yeah, what'd she do for New York?
What I understand is she fought for a lot of money for New York.
I didn't see it. De
By giving us
Blasio,
more
I didn't see
tickets?
De Blasio say
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, she's gone before de Blasio's time.
No,
She
he
was
was
gone.
public advocate, no?
He was, public advocate.
So
but she
he
was,
doesn't say thank you.
okay.
You heard Cuomo's thank her? I didn't hear him say thank you for bringing home the money.
I didn't hear Cuomo.
I didn't hear Schumer say thank you for bringing home the bacon.
But I didn't hear Cuomo thank Schumer either.
Yeah, because Schumer's an.
Hold on, Esty. What was the question? Please say it on the radio.
Sorry, no. When you say Shumi, I think of my friend's
Not
friend.
Schumer. Schumer is our senator.
Chuck.
Chuck.
Don't we have more than one senator?
We have two senators. Every state has two senators. We have a lot of congressmen.
And if I don't know this, it's considered being ignorant. Just because I don't know what I have to know. Let me get this straight. I have to know senators, congressmen, vice presidents.
You're a senator, not from the state of Illinois.
Okay, how many people's names do I have to actually know?
You have to know at least two senators. Not complicated.
I have to know as in order to be educated or in order to be interested in politics, because I'm not.
To be educated.
But educated in this area, because there's lots of educated people. I have no idea who these people are, but they're great at mathematics and science and who knows
What are you
what.
talking about? Everybody knows who their senators are.
Um,
You have to know at least your councilman from your local community.
you can be educated and not know who they are.
Do you know who your local rabbi is?
No.
There is such a thing.
Yeah.
No, but if you're rabbi from your synagogue or your priest of your church or something, don't you have to know who they are?
I don't know who they
I
are.
hope they don't know who I am.
Okay. You guys are big winners here. Okay.
Yeah, we're all a bunch of big winners. That's what we are. I'm serious.
I'm very disappointed with you. I used to like you guys.
Yeah, I know. We feel it, and that's why we're not playing games with you tonight.
Okay.
Because we feel it.
You feel what?
You're all against us. You keep making fun of us.
I'm not making fun of you.
And
You
you
don't
think
know-
just because you have a cowboy hat, like I'm really the biggest and the best, and that's it.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
it.
look
Give me
down
the
at
cowboy
us.
hat.
Esty, go ahead, Esty. Put on the cowboy hat, Esty.
Esty would look hot in a
I'm
cowboy.
a hat person. Hold on.
Wow. Everybody who
Yeah.
wants a date with Esty, look at it.
I'm not wearing the
Leave her
cowboy hat.
alone.
You're not wearing the I would love to see you on a date with the cowboy hat. That would be cool.
Yeah, get him running out the door first thing. That'd be great.
No, with a lasso and a cowboy hat.
Hey, do you want this date not to work out? We are the Heshy's cowboy hat.
Mm.
Guaranteed to make your date leave in under 2 minutes. No?
You're telling me that the date would work out if you're wearing a funky hat?
They'd
Or
be like, okay, I don't even know. Like, they wouldn't know what to do with
Because,
themselves. It's too weird for them. They can't. Their minds can't comprehend it. Like,
Yeah.
what? Being weird, different?
I know that
I'm
if I went-
sorry that she lives in a place
That's like that, yeah.
that
It's not a
really
place.
owns her.
It's her
It
parents.
really
Her
owns
parents
her.
must
Not
have
my
brainwashed
parents.
her.
It's terrible.
Really?
It's
No, my parents
terrible.
are pretty open-minded.
Ballpark is very liberal-minded and open.
No, it isn't.
It is too.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it
You're
is.
just blind to it
I'm
also
not
because you're
blind.
living there.
Did you not walk
But-
down the stores on 13th Avenue? We have fancy dress shops.
You don't have
We
nothing.
have-
you have
we-
mostly junk stores and food stores.
Not true. We have nice
Yes.
clothing stores
Yeah,
for
how
men
many
and women.
nice clothing stores?
You have a lot of.
Five?
You have a lot.
5?
I bet you have more.
No, you don't.
An
The rest
18
are all schmatters.
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 $500 schmatters.
No, $500
You think they
schmatters.
don't charge you for $500 for schmatters? I mean, half the time, name brands are ridiculous looking clothing, but it's just like, oh, it says Gucci on it. Oh, now it's beautiful.
Even though I was driving today on McDonald Avenue and like Avenue
And
ST,
you saw this big.
I saw-
SD.
I saw a small little store selling ladies' clothing with shoes, and I had to park on the corner to do an inspection. And I walked out of the car, and I passed by, and I saw a beautiful lady's dress for $3 and shoes for $5.
Did you buy it?
I don't wear
Oh
ladies'
my
dresses.
God.
Oh, come on. $5.
Your
How
mother
cheap are
would
you?
have been so happy
I
with
said-
a present like
I
that.
bet you if I would have bought it and taken it home to my wife and say, "Look, baby, I paid $200. This is gonna look good," and she would have grabbed it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And
Price
choked you
people.
around the neck with it.
All I know is I like those
That's
shoes.
for
The
sure.
only reason I didn't buy the shoes is because they look plasticky. But
And no, shoes is you have to get the right size.
You know
Clothing is
leather. You
But
can't
alteratable.
buy
I
plastic
looked on
shoes.
I looked on the bottom of the shoe and I saw a Chinese name, but then I called somebody that says no, it's not Jimmy Choo. Jimmy Choo is like the $1 million shoe, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Choo's is not made in China, I hope.
But
is
I,
it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, there'd be no reason to be so
But it's
expensive
like
then.
a $1,500. Do you have a Jimmy Choo shoe?
No, I'm not so retarded.
Really, $1,500 guaranteed for life, Neil. You know
I
that?
like like people that buy very expensive clothing and things.
No, I
That's
kind of
stupid.
judge
Why?
that.
It really helps
I
the
get-
economy.
But I get 3 suits for the same price as you buy one.
And let me
suit.
tell you something. And it looks like
No,
you,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
no.
So then you never saw a very good suit then. Because if you want me to believe, just like a toilet bowl, if you want me to believe that a $74 toilet bowl is the same like a $500 toilet bowl, so you're mistaken.
No, but the $500.
Five,
you're wrong.
and
I
if you
said-
want a
no, 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 excuse me.
$2,500
That is my expertise. A $70 toilet bowl works and functions the same way as a $500 toilet bowl. The only good thing about a
Probably not
$500 toilet bowl is that it looks a little nicer.
Are we really talking about
And
this?
it has a pump in it. Yes,
Yes.
we know toilet bowls. Me and Neil put in thousands and thousands of toilet
It's
bowls
just
in our
such a,
lives.
it's such a, like, oh, I know information about this random
What's
thing.
wrong with a toilet bowl? You don't use a toilet bowl every day.
See, that's just not, that's just so crude.
A
And
toilet bowl is
certain things you don't speak about in front of a lady. That's in the olden days.
toilet
Today's
bowl.
day,
We're
they
not
say
telling
everything.
you we're going to the toilet. A toilet bowl. For example, Neil, I bought a suit in the store.
Indelicate.
I bought a men's suit on 13th Avenue and 50th Street. I placed a friend of mine at Emporio. No big deal. And I spent a fortune on the suit. Then I went to a guy on Coney Island Avenue. Almost the same kind of suit. You're right. It's not the Italian, Louis.
Forget the name.
Okay.
Talking about
Sit there for an
material
hour
and
trying to
brand.
figure out the
Material-wise,
name.
It looked and felt, it said 100% wool and all that crap in there. And it worked just the same for me. And I looked pretty good when I pressed it and I kept it clean. You're right. It might have not lasted as long as the Emporio suit, but the hat box suit
Let me
was just
tell you,
as
when
good.
I was in Barney's and I saw the suits for $7,000, $8,000.
$7,000, $8,000.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Okay. I want you to know something. They were not the same suits like you get for 500 at Emporio. Okay, don't think the whole world is stupid.
Okay, that's a Neil.
It's
I'm gonna
like-
get you one of those gorgeous suits. You can look like the man.
No, after I lose my weight, that's my treat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
$7,000 suit.
No, just custom made suits. I can get
Wait,
for like,
so when is
uh,
said losing weight happening?
Oh, I don't know.
I see.
I'm waiting for it to happen. Somehow they tell me I have to work on it.
No, I just want the easy way out. So yeah, you
I'm not doing the surgery.
Oh, I told you to do the surgery.
I know everybody telling me do the surgery. I'm not doing
It's
surgery.
like, dude, shortcut. I would do it if I can, like,
If
carry
I
enough
can
weight on me.
reverse it, I would do it. But I can't reverse it. I can't see the finality of that surgery in my head. I can't accept it.
Which one? There's a few.
Um,
Isn't there a way where they just like cut you open, take out the fat, and put you back together?
No, they take
I
out
wish they
some of
would
it.
do that.
Why can't they just do that? Isn't that
I
what
don't
plastic
know.
surgery
No,
is?
it's called
That was
liposuction,
liposuction.
but they take out a little bit, but you
They
still
can't
have.
do a lot. It shocks your body,
Right,
whatever.
right.
No, it's not.
But Neil, I'm telling you, do the surgery, and I think it's very good, and it will teach you how to eat. That's the only good thing about it.
Well, you now eat everything, all
I eat
kinds of food.
everything, and I can eat more than all of you.
Yeah, but you're
Yeah.
very.
But I'm very careful. I've gained some of the weight back because I've slowly cheated how to chew and how to gain my weight in. But the truth of the matter is, it has taught me how to eat, and I have been able to control myself certain times and certain times not.
Certain times.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. I would like to give you my closing quote for that, and I want you to listen to this, Neil, because you're going to need to make this kind of a decision. The answer is decisions. Never cut down a tree in the wintertime. Never make a negative decision in the low time. Never make your most important decision when you're in the worst moods. Wait, be patient. The storm will pass. The spring will come.
Oh, I have a quote.
That's great.
That's my quote.
That's a very
know.
nice quote.
You know what that means, guys? Chill out.
Patience.
Patience.
No, what was it?
Patience. And Neil, if you do the surgery,
Hold on a second.
patience, you'll slowly lose the weight. And
I
you'll be
know,
back.
but I'm just afraid of
I'll
Okay.
sit with you and hold your hand, boy.
What is it?
No,
Those who were
because you can't
dancing.
eat normal
Hold on, let me say
foods.
something. Those who were dancing were thought to be mad by those who could not hear the music. Isn't that nice?
No.
Yeah. Anyways, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. Yeah, close
Esther's
enough.
going to
We'll
close
be
the
back,
show. We'll be
uh,
back next week, Monday and Tuesday night, 7 to 9
Non-profit,
p.m.
best
Best
profit.
profit. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Брайтон-Бич-Эвеню.
Между вторым и третьим Брайтоном.
WSNR, Jersey City. Вы на волне 620 AM и слушаете Дэвидсон Радио.
Как дела, старина? Сколько лет, сколько зим? Как тебе